Howdy ho, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Very excited. We're streaming Monster of the Week once again. We're gonna go ahead and get on into the chat with everyone else. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Give me 1 second. All right. And hello, everyone. They're so eager. Hello, everyone.
I didn't know who you meant by everyone.
Oh, yeah.
You, everyone. That's very fair. I suppose there were many of you, which makes it also a challenge when there's many of us as well.
Mm-hmm.
Scooter asked, but you might have stepped away. Are you meaning to play your music through your Discord mic as well?
It should be going through because it's all just a flat. It goes through the microphone or it doesn't.
Roger.
But if it's too loud, let me know and I can always turn it down as well.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Okay, I will fix that real quick. That's the wrong button. Let me just beep at you.
Beep.
There we go. Is that better? A little bit?
Yeah.
A teeny tanty?
So.
I have my own music playing too for my stream, so
How
I'm hearing both.
dare you? All right. Well, I have to get Q on here.
On here? Oh, yeah, because I wasn't here last session.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta get, because I changed it from being just the group thing. Why is it? No, what browser do I use to do this? Log in here. Please just be logged in. Yes, authorize. Do. Wonderful. Now I can copy this. Go in here.
Just this.
Make you not a tiny person.
Oh, but I could be the smallest. I could be like a little ant.
But then we wouldn't be able to see you that
it's not,
well.
It's not like Vesper is 4'11".
No, not at all. Tell you what, I'll let you be a little bit smaller than some of the other folk. We'll just kind of have you.
It's funny.
Nope, it's already done. You're locked in at the corner there.
Sweet. Hey, can I do one of these? Oh.
So welcome, one and all, to a delightful stream. We're doing some more of the Monster of the Week, and we are we're gonna have a good time with it. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and get that. I broke it, didn't I? I did. There we go. Ta-da. I fixed everything. Nothing was broken. Everything was fine. It's not showing up. Because of course it isn't. This one? There it is. All right. Cool. Wonderful. Welcome, one and all. I think I can actually stop the chilled out groove now. A wild fletchling has appeared. Wonderful. How's everybody doing?
Better catch it.
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, doing good.
It's good to hear. So while we were here, can anyone tell me what happened last time?
I took some notes.
Ooh.
Admittedly, I did not
Oh.
take notes as well as I like to, but you know, we do our best. This is the episode where Benny made quote unquote amazing fajitas, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, best fajitas.
You didn't tell me
So
about
Benny,
the
totally
fajitas.
not for the first time.
I didn't.
cooked
I
some
wanted to
fajitas.
surprise you.
Made some pretty bitchin' fajitas at the request of the party. And then Angel and Arturo went back to the sewers. We attempted to teleport from whence we left the sewers, but there was like an outside guiding force that kind of put Angel's teleport somewhere else. We went to like some different entrance basically. We went in and looked around a little bit while they were making the fajitas back at base. We determined that it's probably not a good idea to commence just the two of us, as strong as we are. It's a team effort, so we decided to go back to the shop. Before we get there, Angel and Arturo had a bit of a heart-to-heart about some of Angel's history, which was cool. So we got some context. We learned a little bit more about the three moons, I think, if I wrote that down correctly.
Mhm.
Angel sort of alluded to the fact that she's not necessarily from around here, and might have some pretty interesting relationships with Death. We'll learn more hopefully in the future. We decided exactly that we would chat about it a little bit later. We learned about the GOC, the Global Occult Coalition. Find out yet that there's another group with another acronym that does another occult thing. We all kind of rolled our eyes, and I might be projecting a little. Cliff, we told Cliff to get his Robert De Niro looking ass down to the shop, and he did. Told us that there are that what we're dealing with sounds like a cult. The cult that follows necrosarchism. They're flesh priests.
Neo.
Neosarchism. Let me just fix that typo real quick. They want to bring back like hunter-gatherer times. They're very much so about death and destruction and etc. We hear about SCP-939, I think, which I didn't write anything else down for. And then we had got a hold of this weird, creepy group of folks named the Church of the Broken God, and they showed up and they talked at us in weird voices, and then I stopped writing things down.
That's fair.
And Benny out-weirded the cyborg flesh priest.
Absolutely.
I love Benny.
Handed her a Wendy's bag full
Full
of
of flesh.
skin,
Week old.
as you do. Week old skin, thank you. Yeah, we so that's more or less where we left off. Yeah. Lastly, I think the only thing that wasn't recorded is you all were getting prepped to go find this flesh spider and put an end to her, put a stop to her. You had heard from Cliff that he always recommends fire, and
rust.
and
might be
rust
effective.
seemed to have some effect on the samples that you had of various, bits and bobs that you had gotten from your last kerfuffle, as you will. So yeah, we will resume there. It is currently evening-ish, evening afternoon. The Church of the Broken God said they might be able to send some folk to meet you at the entrance point that you had found. If they have some spare accolades, but we'll go ahead and take a look at where we left off. Wonderful. So I will turn the floor over to all of you. The church lady has just left, saying that she will try to meet you at that entrance point around sundown, which is still a couple hours away.
Be really cool if we could go during the day for once,
Oh, let's just sleep and go out in the morning.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to do that as well.
We'll just let the Church of the Broken God wait for us for 12 hours. No big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll probably still be there. They are a
We can-
church
you know-
after all.
I mean, we can bring them Wendy's, and I think they'll forgive us.
That's so dumb. All right. You could I'd say if you wanted to catch her on the way out after she had said sundown, you might be able to flag her over and be like, "Oh, hold on a second."
Something tells me, still over the table, that it's not going to be that big of a deal one way or the other, right? Like, we're going to fight something dangerous and scary. I do recognize that there are things that are stronger at night, but I think when we went and got our ass kicked by this time last time, it was day, right? And we were
It was about midday.
I mean,
yeah, so
the tunnels don't really have a day or night.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So yeah, it's fine. We can wait till
Cool.
sundown.
You guys take the time and wait till. Is there anything that you do in the meantime while you wait for your opportunity, your time to?
Well, do
So
we still don't have any like sort of resources with the cliff with like some of the revelations that we've received and some of the organizations that we're apparently now loosely working with. We don't have any additional resources to like scour, do we?
Not in the traditional sense. He might be able to find some things for you. Again, he doesn't have much contact with the foundation for going on over a week now. So he might have some resources to pull from. Edith also might have some that she can try to contact. But for the most part, it's more so what you would be able to get your hands on as an individual or as a group.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Arturo would ask the group, does anybody want to do anything before we kind of sit around and wait for sunset?
Does anyone want more fajitas?
Awful, many thanks.
I'll
No.
try some fajitas.
Oh, you loved them?
Oh, I
Uh,
didn't try them because Vesper was off doing something.
Yeah, Vesper was still a little
yeah.
shaken.
Great.
Scooter, do you want to go ahead and
Vesper is
describe?
hungry.
Do you want to describe your fajitas real quick?
Oh no.
In short words, they're not bite size.
Mhm.
Okay.
It is.
Expect whole ingredients.
He
Like he
took
didn't cut up anything.
correct. He took
Oh.
uncooked rice, with the corn husk, large cuts of chicken, all just kind of together in a pan.
Okay.
Edith was appalled by it. Everyone else
Okay.
seemed to. I mean, Carter was fine. He just took the large cuts of meat and ate those. You know, it's got seasoning
I don't
on
know
it.
if that's like Carter's kind of he's got a high constitution and is a bottomless pit, so I don't know.
Edith also
Uh,
offered to make some of her own fajitas using what she called a different recipe.
We're gonna go all Iron Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Vesper is just like confused about why everyone is so against the fajitas. And
And a
her
plate
stomach
is-
grumbles.
Yeah, a plate
and
is
she's
set
just
down
like,
in front of
I'm
you.
hungry.
Of has Vesper ever seen fajitas before?
Yeah, she likes
Cool.
fajitas.
She has
These
no
are-
idea what these are.
Not fajitas. Oh, thanks, Benny.
You're welcome.
She's going to try a little bit of it. Hold on, let me be funny. Where is my character sheet?
Yes, by all means, go for a roll if you'd like.
She is going to. I don't know what kind of roll this would be. Tough.
Yeah,
I
go ahead
guess
and
'cause
roll a
of everybody
toughness roll
else's.
or cool if you're trying to keep your cool.
See, I don't know if she likes them or not, but we'll find out.
That is so fair.
We'll go with cool because fajitas are cool. And they don't have a negative multiply. Wait, maybe we do tough because it has a -1.
You know what? I'm gonna say let's do tough.
Okay.
Purely because I want to see the outcome.
It's a 6. I think she
Okay.
likes them.
That's
They're
a
definitely not the
5.
best fajitas
They're-
that she's tasted.
The meat
that
is
she's
rather
tasted.
tough. The meat is ironically rather tough. This is not a point where you would mark experience.
No.
But yeah, it's edible. It's definitely edible.
I'm gonna go with for her the flavor is all right, but the texture is off.
That's fair.
And she's just like, "Oh, nice. Have you made fajitas before?"
Yeah, like a few hours ago.
No, I mean like is this like a recipe you do often?
No.
Oh, well, it's pretty good.
Oh, I'll make it all the time then.
Oh no. But she's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good."
Arturo would not have been
I
able
was like,
to help sucking his teeth there. Like,
And then Vesper's like, maybe
Tiger.
we could make it together sometime. I'd love to.
You see Carter absolutely has locked eyes with you of a why have you done this? You're being too nice kind of look.
Well, off the table, Vesper just looks back and is like, I know how to cook. Like that look of like, I'm going to help him. Just that like, whoosh.
He just kind of gives a nod and cuts off another piece from his massive chunk of chicken.
Oh, it's a whole rotisserie chicken.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
All right. So, you all spend some lovely relaxation time. Just getting ready, gathering up your things. Is there anything? that anyone would like to do?
The amount that you're asking this question is making me nervous. I've forgotten something.
I'm just making certain because only a few people have chimed in with it.
Okay, I'm worried now though.
Okay.
What I'm trying to think to myself, what would I have done to prepare, you know? And I like that's why I asked the resource, because Arturo would have been like reading or trying to read up on whatever we're gonna fight, or you know, he doesn't really have arrows to make, so
Okay. Well, then we will go ahead and jump forward. You all will find yourselves walking along, heading to the access point that you have found. And as you arrive, you see what at best you can describe as just kind of a kid of some sort. You know, not like young child, but more so like, you know, maybe in his early 20s. Seems to be kind of standing around with a leather jacket on. Kind of looks like almost like a biker, but not like a big, burly, tough biker guy. Just kind of wearing that, you know, jacket. It's got the chaps on. It seems to have like a small backpack, like school bag on. He's just kind of standing there on going over something on a PDA.
Vesper's going to get up from her plate. Like, she's gonna get up from her plate and just kind of like walk over and casually set it on the counter and then go over to meet this person.
Cool. This is out from this screen. I apologize. I don't have an interim screen. So after you have left Third and Port,
Vesper's just like, ooh, somebody my age.
Yeah, and he's standing near the entry point, a little maintenance shack that you're utilizing to get into the underground. On the surface, though, he is not yet underground.
Is this the place that we came out of, Arturo
Yes.
and Angel? Okay.
Yes.
Hey, kid, what are you doing here?
I was told to meet up here and figured you must be the ones working with the suits.
What do you know about?
Unfortunately,
what do you know?
I know that Lady Anna sent me here, said that there was some bad shit, and that I had to help you guys out because you needed extra firepower.
How can you help us?
Let's just say I have my ways.
There's no like. What do we do for a vibe check? What's a vibe check on this man?
I don't know if there's necessarily a role for it per se. You get the sense that he could definitely be hiding something, but it feels more like you feel this is probably the person that you're here to meet up with, right? Just the way that you know, because odds are you wouldn't just run into some random person standing right at the entry point that you gave them. But he's sitting there going over a PDA and, you know, looks more kind of cocky than anything else, I would say. If that makes sense.
I'm gonna roll some. That's fair.
He says,
You got a
listen,
name?
Terrence. All I know is that there's some bad shit in the sewers I was told to help fight with.
Arturo would ask, so I noticed the way you said the suits there. We've never really met these suits before. What do you know about them?
That they're bad news and that they get in the church's way a lot. There was some shit in
What-
Mexico like 20 years ago. I don't know any.
Bad news.
Well, you know, they're not exactly lined up with the church's ideals
Which are what exactly?
to fix the broken God. Do you not know any? How do you not know about us? I thought you guys
not
knew
religious.
everything.
We're not you guys.
Okay, I'm
Do
I'm
I know
lost.
about the
We're the misfits.
You do not, milady. No.
Tilda? Cool, thank you.
Vesper is going to say, just like you were hired into this, we were hired into it. We were only told what we're going, like, we weren't told everything. We were only told what we need to know. Apparently, whoever.
Okay,
Angel's
gotcha.
gonna start making her way into the sewer.
Wonderful. You do that.
Angel's tired. Angel's just go home.
Vesper also is going to offer, like, we're not part of the church, so they didn't want to tell us everything. They just wanted us to help out.
All right, understand.
Because that makes sense to her.
Well, I guess we're going in, so we'll chat on the inside after you. And he, holds the door open for the rest of you.
And then I go first.
Second, because Angel's already gone
Angel's
in.
already in there.
No. Well,
I've also bamfed the trident out the second she walks in.
You are.
Arturo would go last, but and I'll let everybody else do it. But before I go in, I would take a look around. Can I see if I notice anybody like on the street watching us go in or anything abnormal? Look twice before you jump in the sewer situation.
Not really. Nobody seems to really be paying you mind. This is kind of in a back alley, so not a lot of foot traffic through the area. You were able to kind of sneak in after Terrence, and you all make your way down into the tunnels. Give me a second. It's thinking about it. All right. Doo-doo. All right. So you all make your way in. I think technically Vesper would be ahead of
I think
Arturo, but
I am, I'm somewhere right, like here-ish, I guess.
there we go. We fixed it. And there goes Benny. He's running off. All right, hold on,
I mean,
hold
that's
on.
Benny.
So, two of
run
you
into
recognize this as the area that you were in previously, having found creepy crawlies in the region, or rather, having heard creepy crawlies in the region, but not seeing any. You had all made your way. I'm gonna throw Terrence in here as well. Doo-doo. Wonderful. You had heard some noises. You had done a little bit of small investigation. You are able to see that, there's what appears to be a pretty solid wall here. However, the tunnel does continue along this way, and then everything along here. This is more of a storm runoff than anything else. So the water on the ground is not sewage; it is water.
Yay. We love not sewage.
Speak for yourself.
Oh. My apologies.
Can Arturo try and do what he did last time with shoot the arrow down the hallway?
Absolutely. You come on down and move in, lining up your shot. You go ahead and use the use magic for me.
Got it.
All right. So that is a partial success. You may choose your effect on choose the effect. Do one thing that is beyond human limitations, I would imagine.
Yeah. Kind of like light up the room or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to say the effect is of short duration.
Cool.
Or rather, I believe you were able to choose the glitch.
I would choose that one too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Great minds.
You do that thing. Let me. Second. You're able to launch it through, creating a very bright spot down here before it does fade away.
Do I notice anything
you don't
like skitter or move or?
Not really. You don't really see much of anything from it. You know that previously you had heard skittering sounds and things like that, but you don't really see too much of it, too much of anything.
Gotcha.
So,
Thanks.
for sure. I'll go ahead and unpause there for folk. So yeah.
How deep's the water?
It's about a foot deep, maybe a little bit more.
Okay. I'm just gonna my socks. I scrunch them down. I'm just gonna pull them up to my knees before I step in.
Socks or your pants?
Socks.
Okay.
Benny's weird.
Okay. Yeah, you pull up your socks, step in. The water is cold, and it kind of just starts to, make its way up your leg through the knitting of the sock. It's cold, and you start walking in through the water. You see a few more openings, a few more pathways.
I'll take a step. Angel will take a step into the water as well.
Yeah, it is frigid. How are you moving through the water?
Every few steps she's tapping with her trident, but she's walking pretty normally.
Okay. Benny?
I'm walking normally.
Walking normally. All right. So you guys are, because you were walking normally through the water, splashing quite a bit. And you hear from this direction the sound of a couple things scraping along and then splashing into the water.
Think we
You
got
don't
company.
know exactly where, but you hear 3 distinct splashes in this general direction, echoing
Can I
through.
put my hand out to pause Benny where he's standing to be like, stop moving?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you put your hand on his shoulder and just kind of like, hold on. Vesper, what are we doing here? Vesper.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
Oh, no
Vesper
worries.
is going to be walking along with them, but she is going to be taking more cautious steps because she does not enjoy the idea of wading through sewer water.
Okay.
She's also actually, before she goes into the water, she's going to take her socks and shoes off and put them into her bag and roll her pants up.
Is nobody else wearing boots?
I'm wearing boots.
I'm wearing
Vesper
boots.
has boots on. Vesper has boots on, but she doesn't want to get them in this water.
Can I say I took my shoes off?
Oh, Angel gave no shits.
Yeah, Angel did not give a shit.
I was almost like, who's this dude at the glasses? I completely
It's
forgot.
Terrence.
That's not Jackie.
No. Oh, yeah, we also learned about Jackie's, part of Jackie's. We grilled him last time.
Oh, what did you grill him on? You'll have to fill me in later. I must know.
It was bad news for you. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I do remember
Oh.
us all saying Vesper would not like this.
Well, then you better tell me what Vesper wouldn't like later.
Mostly the fact that, like, this isn't his actual body. And, like, technically his soul takes over, like, dead people and, like, corpses.
Not corpses.
Yeah, they are brain
Not
dead.
not corpses, but brain dead, coma.
But if the big thing was if they were to put the amulet on somebody, because his soul is the amulet, that's what it was. His soul is the amulet, and every time they put the amulet on a body, his mind or soul or whatever takes over that body, regardless of who's in there to begin with. And the person that's in there to begin with doesn't exist anymore, for better or for worse.
More or less, yeah. It's
So that this isn't even his actual body. This is like his.
His host.
This is like when I was 12 and I was in love with Casper all over again.
I'm so sorry, Vesper. I didn't realize you were in love with Casper. I should have brought a ghost into this.
Oh, there's plenty of time for that.
Oh, don't you worry.
I thought when Terrence showed up, it was gonna be roll for crush, but you know.
Honestly, I was expecting that too, but that's probably going to fade very quickly. Terrence is going to take off his boots, and rather than feet or legs, he just kind of has these brass. They're kind of like runner's blades, sort of. Like they are.
Cool.
They're.
He's a cyborg.
He do be having them metal legs, but he kind of like he kind of stretches his leg in a little bit, and they both split around the knee, so the front and back kind of form into little, like, not like spidery legs, but it's a much more stable arrangement. But it also is a man whose leg is splitting at the knee on both sides into these like brass things.
Oh.
Yo, you could have told us about that before you just took off your pants.
I didn't
Boots
take
or
off
whatever.
my pants. I rolled up my pants. I said it was part of the church.
I'm startled.
I said I was going to be able to handle myself as well.
Angel's not even gonna blink at it. She'll be like, alright, whatever.
Well, I'm about to give you this Wendy's bag, Terrence.
Wendy's after. There's 3 things coming at us. Vesper, please.
It's my
Find someone.
Wendy's.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's 3 things coming, huh?
Yeah, in the direction you're standing in front of me of, so maybe don't.
As soon as Angel said that, Arturo would ready his weapon.
Yep. You all kind of get ready.
Vesper's stand.
Angel's weapon's been out.
After waiting a while, you don't really see anything. Nothing seems to kind of come through. The water is relatively clear. Like, it's murky. It's not like crystal clear, but it's enough that you can see movement in it, and you don't really see anything.
So
Can
there's
I go take a look?
Yeah. You slowly kind of peek around the corner. And you see a small, like, blood trail here. Some kind of thin, like, you can't tell how old it is, but it looks like almost if you were to, like, fill a burlap sack full of meat and, like,
Or a
viscera
Wendy's
and then
bag.
drag it on the or like a Wendy's bag, and you just kind of drag it off of this ledge, off this stone ledge, and into the water. But you don't really see any kind of anything else.
And while Angel's doing that, can I do my trust my gut roll?
Yeah.
Just
Go
so
for
I
it.
know.
All right. Let's see. Your gut says to follow Angel.
By the way,
Okay.
do I get XP for this?
Hey,
I would say
Does
yes,
nothing.
you were going off
Yeah,
alone.
boy.
So I will let you mark an experience because you did walk off alone.
hey team, let's follow Angel. I think this is where we should be going.
what is the light situation down here?
It's not great. There are some lights on the walls and a few spaces. It's not pitch black. You see that there's some kind of light behind the corner here illuminating this area, but for the most part, what you see is what you got.
Okay, so there are deep and hideable shadows, is what I'm hearing.
Potentially, yeah. It's not
Okay,
well illuminated.
So Arturo usually does not pull arrows out of his quiver, as you all have noticed before. They usually just seem to come from the bow, but this time he would, and I'm gonna try and like illuminate. I'm gonna try and like either with fire or with like magical light. I don't care, whatever you think is best.
Okay.
But I want to like make a torch. Basically, I would like to vastly increase the light situation.
Yeah.
I also think I need to get behind me because Angel would not let him get in front of her.
I'd
Rude.
also prefer magical light, just in case I drop it. I want it to, or put it in the water. I'd still like it to illuminate.
Yeah.
I missed it beside
As you're starting to do this, Terrence actually like stops you, and he pulls out some of those like larger glow sticks, for like caving and stuff. He's got two of them, and he cracks one and hands it to you.
Okay, I would look at him silently, nod, take the glow stick, hand it to Benny, and do what I was doing anyway.
That is absolutely fair. Go ahead
Hell
and
yeah.
roll use magic for me. Benny, if you come back over to hell yeah. Dum bum bum bum. Do 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 do.
Oh, did I get to glow? Does my little token glow?
You will glow here in a second. Give me one moment. Do do do. All right, give me a second. All right, not that one. There we go. You got that weird magic going on. Let me go ahead and get the color set for it for you. Get that nice kind of pale blue going on.
I would also have stepped down with Terrence too. I'd have been down here probably, if that's okay.
Yeah, no worries. All right, Benny. I will. Yes, Carter is also here.
Yay.
He's kind of stepping in, looks at you and says, "You didn't think you were actually going to go without me, did you?"
I don't know. You could have been checking on other stuff.
I didn't think that, Carter.
Nah, I think you had a very large chance of dying if I didn't come along. I'm gonna be sticking to you like glue.
You know I can handle myself.
Didn't you get kidnapped by this spider thing?
You know I can handle myself. That was part of the plan. I call that recon.
Angel's just gonna kind of give you a look of the fuck.
From down the hallway, Angel just kind of turns back hearing this and goes, "What?"
Just around the corner. What?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
So
make
I do
Vesper
want
shoots
to...
Angel a look of, don't make me look bad, let me be tough.
I do want to point
She's
out,
just-
because it
she's still-
doesn't shows up very much, there is an opening right here.
Oh.
That Benny
Can I
kind of stepped
can I
through.
try the door?
Yes, it is unlocked.
Angel, we both are the same type. We both just go.
Sure hope that's not making a bunch of noise for all of you, too.
It's a little,
that's
but
a lot.
not. I know there's doors over there. No, I'm kidding.
What is this?
Penny,
What?
you're gonna get yourself killed.
That's fine. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Arturo, there's a door here.
I see that, Benny. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Arturo would wait outside, eyes peeled both ways while they kind of investigate in there, unless he hears something that would prompt him to run inside expeditiously.
Do we find anything in here?
I'm just looking.
Benny, all right, I'm gonna pause
Okay,
for
I
a
was
second
like,
because
yeah.
Benny's just fucking going for it. Benny has
I can
now
go back.
climbed on his hands and knees through a downspout pipe, kind of like hunched over. It's not like a round Mario style pipe, but it's one of those like drainage pipes, where it's more of like a square walkway. Making his way through, he will see webbing and bones in here. I will let you kind of move back a little bit to like here as you've poked your head out, and you will see two little head spiders just kind of hanging out over here.
Like monsters?
Like the spider head things that you guys had fought a little bit before. For those who were not here last time, it is a severed head with large hands fused onto the bottom of it, the fingers of which have been elongated and stretched and bent to represent the legs of a spider, and the thumbs coming out through the mouth to act as the palps of the spider. There are,
wonderful.
rather than human eyes, large insectoid eyes with additional eyes having opened along the side of the head. The heads are, in rough shape. The nose is kind of rotted away or been taken away. There's no hair on the body or on the heads, and they seem to have slightly different structure to them, to the point that it kind of looks like people who have been changed into these things, though whether they were alive or not still begs the question.
Thanks, Morphe. I hate it.
Isn't it great?
Glad to be of service. So yeah, you see two of those. Looks like they're snacking on something.
Angel.
While Benny is doing that, Angel, you are walking along this hallway here. You see a light mounted
You can
here.
unpause it. I won't go forward.
Oh, no, you're good. You see a light mounted here as well as an opening here and here.
I don't know what the fuck. Oh, could I move around now? Okay.
Yeah, it is unpaused. You're welcome to move. So you are going off on your own.
Can I get another XP for that then?
Not yet. No.
Okay. What is this?
This is kind of like a metal grate floor. So it's raised up out of the water, but it's got the holes in it, kind of an industrial catwalk. There's a light mounted on the wall, and a branching path.
Do I hear Betty calling?
You can hear him. It's kind of getting distorted. While you guys are doing that, Vesper, Arturo, are you doing anything?
Do I hear Benny also?
You hear very muffled sounds coming through the open door.
What vibes do I get from the muffled sounds?
It sounds like somebody trying to call out quietly. You don't know if there's like urgency to it or anything like that. Vesper, you hear next to nothing. You know Arturo's standing down here. You can see him with his glowing arrow. Terrence and Carter are still kind of standing up here.
I turn to Terrence and I'm like, hey, you got another one of those glow sticks?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
I can
Then I just
give you this
continue
one if you
forward.
want it.
I was just gonna throw one down that hall, like this.
Do I
this
see
way.
the things yet?
But it's better for us to have light with us.
Give me a second, Angel. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of prefer to hold on to it rather than toss it away. Looks like the path up this way is closed off just beyond here. So, I guess we should follow your friends.
Guess so.
All right. And then we will pause that there. Going back to Angel and Benny. Angel, you kind of make your way through, kind of up to Scooter there. You see he's hunched down, having crawled on his hands and knees. He's kind of looking out and beckoning towards you. You kind of crawl up through this pathway. You know, it's a tight fit. But you come up towards the end, and you see what Scooter sees, the little small spiderlings just at the edge of the light here.
Angel, do you want to sneak attack them?
No, we go back.
Okay.
We need everyone. Okay, we're gonna go back. I can't move my character, but we're moving back.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you. For some reason, if Angel's on top of someone, I can't move it.
You, if you ever selected, you can use the arrow keys. That's going to work a lot better.
Okay, we're gonna go back.
And drag. Wonderful.
There's head spiders in that room.
We have to crawl to get there.
I got Vaseline if anyone needs it.
The water?
Yeah.
Vesper is not pleased.
You want a poncho? I might have one of those
It's more
too.
kind of like muddy.
I found
stone.
another path the other way. But I didn't have much time to look into it. I prefer not to get in a fight where we have to crawl.
That's
Agreed.
valid.
Do we want to try that secondary path and see if it takes us to the same room?
I'm for that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright,
All right.
it's this way.
Angel heads off, leading the way.
I cannot go farther. There is a wall.
Is there a wall? Why is there a wall?
There's simply a wall.
Get rid of the wall. There you go. Should be able to walk through now.
Ooh, a
Are we-
path this way.
And a path.
Arturo would.
There's so many paths.
Arturo would stay behind, but also like keep an eye periodically checking back towards that other tunnel too. Was there a door right here?
Yeah.
Yes, you did go through a door there.
And we're all in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna close the door.
Let's just close. Yeah, let's get.
Get them over here as well. There we go. Now everybody's in there, and you're able to shut the door.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that the spiders couldn't open the door, but I also don't know that they could. So
I mean, I saw some with thumbs.
sure. Yeah, I did too. I'm safe and sorry and all that jazz.
Guys, there's another door here.
Should we open it?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where we're supposed to be going.
Do you want me to ask my gut again?
Yeah, we could trust your gut.
Oof.
How's that gut trusting going?
I mean, pretty
Says
good.
it
Where are we
leads
going?
us into danger, so where are we going? Where's
You're
the
opening
danger?
that door, gamer.
Yeah, I think we should go this way.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Benny!
So, Benny jumps on in. He's so glad to trust his gut.
I get experience with that, right? So,
Uh-huh, because you missed a roll.
Sure.
And you're so confident. You know your gut has not failed you yet. And you walk in going a bit too confidently, one might even say.
hey, that's what I do.
And that kind of apparently has bit you a little bit on the ass, because as you open up this door and stroll on through, you see that you are walking on webbing, like directly, and it takes you a second to kind of be like, wait a minute, my gut said to come this way though. As from the ceiling you see 3 creatures drop down, and they are again these pale humanoid heads with fingers for legs. And they do not look friendly.
Would this be me considering me charging into immediate danger without hedging my bets?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just have a thing for it, so
Yep.
make sure.
Go ahead and take the benefit from that, as these things lower down towards you, surrounding you. Let me move the camera there.
Wonderful.
So, Benny,
My favorite kind of things.
I need you to do me a favor. And
not die.
Ideally, give me 1 second. As these come down towards you, I need you to act under pressure to get away from them as they're trying to... Wonderful. So, you can dodge out of the way of them. However, you would be knocking Vesper down. Or you can let one of these things kind of bite at you, and you will not knock Vesper down. So that is your choice, real quick.
What would Benny do? WWBD. I feel. But if I knock Vesper down, I can close the door, right?
Don't you dare.
You don't know. You don't know how you would be knocking Vesper down. Like, Vesper is currently standing in the doorway. So there is a potential that you would be knocking Vesper into the creatures. But you would be getting out unharmed.
Trying to think what this character would do. Yeah, I don't think he would knock Vesper down, so I think let's say.
Okay. Wonderful. This closest one, as it's coming down, kind of lands behind you, sort of grabbing onto your back a little bit, and you feel its teeth or fangs or whatever the hell this thing has bite down into your leg as it's moving. You're able to kind of knock it away, but you do take a harm. And they are now becoming quite aggressive. So we're going to go ahead into combat rolls and everything like that. Give me 1 moment. Not that loud. Thank you dearly. All right. So, Benny, this thing has now bitten you. Vesper, you see these things moving down. Angel, you are watching as Benny is being bitten by this creature, and he knocks it off of his leg. We're going to go ahead and start going around the circle and just let me know what people are doing. So we will...
Vesper is going to see... They're close on us, right? Like right up on us?
They're right up on you.
Okay. Vesper is going to take out her bat and start swinging at them.
Wonderful. Go ahead and roll kick some ass.
And kick some ass.
Hell yeah. Let's see it.
That's a 6.
All right. So you go in to try to help, but with Benny kind of in your way, you tumble in, tripping on the step, and whoop, not the door, not what I meant to select. Oops. You tumble down onto the ground over here, taking 1 harm, and putting yourself in quite a sticky situation. We'll go next to Angel. Your friends are
going
in a tussle.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Arturo and the rest of the group a look like, oh fuck.
Mm-hmm.
look back. I'm going to cast Angel Wings so that I appear in front of them. So
Alright.
between Benny and the creature, essentially, because I don't want to just move through the space. I'm just going to...
Okay. Yeah, you plow landing here. You know,
and
there's
then-
there's a bit of a divide on the wall there, but you're able to maneuver into the space.
And I will kick some ass. I will stab at it with my...
Wonderful. Yeah,
Trident.
you, Bamfan, go ahead and roll that kick some ass roll. And let's see how it's going for you. Wonderful.
9.
Yeah, so you are able to kind of stab at this creature here. Your stab kind of doesn't fully impale, but it glances off part of the skull, or I guess the thorax, abdomen. You know, the big chunky part of the spider on the back. You see a large gash open up, and this like dark red, almost black blood ichor starts flowing out, and you do some considerable harm. It does launch itself at you in exchange, and bites down onto the outside of you, but your magical skin seems to prevent it from actually
Magic
getting
skin.
through.
For the win.
So that is for you. Arturo, you see Carter immediately kind of like book it over to the corner here and move in, pulling out his revolver from his waistband. What would you do in this situation?
Okay, I would probably move to the T here. And there are quite a bit of chefs in that kitchen down the hallway. So I would probably wait right here. Actually, and what I might even do is holler over at Terrence, guard that door, and I'll point right here, right in front of him.
Yep.
And then I'll keep an eye out on the other hallway.
Okay.
I don't know if there's like a hold action or this game, but what my intention is, just to kind of let you all know over the table, is I'm trying to make sure that we don't get flanked by other spiders, but I also want to be able to pop in here for assistance if things get too hairy, or to cover somebody as they run out of the hallway, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So you pose up. You know, you've got your finger on the string, getting ready, kind of keeping your eyes on a swivel.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Wonderful. Benny, we're gonna swing back over to you. You see, Carter doesn't really have a shot. He's kind of coming down the hallway behind you, just kind of, you know, revolver in hand, trying to get prepared in case any more of these things come, and he can start firing off. But what are you going to be doing?
Like kind of run at this one and push it back?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll kick some ass.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. So because this is a 10 plus, you can absolutely choose one of the extra effects. You force them where you want them. So as you kick at this thing,
all the way to the wall.
yeah, you hit hard and it goes flying back, kind of hitting against the wall and taking some serious harm from it as well. With your weapon in hand now, you're much more prepared as well. So you're up
And then
doing good.
Can I move right here to it?
Yeah, you kind of chase down this little hallway after it.
Yep.
Vesper, you're kind of on the ground, having kind of fumbled yourself down the hallway. you hear Carter shouting out for you. Just kind of going, Vesper, are you okay?
I'm
know why
all
he's-
right.
Old
I'm
man
gonna
now.
take out.
Yeah, I don't know why he's an old man,
My-
but
He's out of breath. I'm all right. I'm gonna pull out my little pistol because I'm on the ground, right? So they're
Yep.
kind of like above me.
I
I'm
mean,
assuming that
they're
since they're above me,
they're
you
not
know,
like above you, but they're in line with you. Like these are the things. These
Yeah.
things are about the size of a head.
Yeah.
So
I'm going
they,
to assume I have a better shot also since Benny's not like right next to me anymore.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take out my handgun and I'm going to take aim at one of them, the one that's not next to Angel.
Okay. Absolutely.
The
yeah,
other one. And I'm going
stand up.
to act under pressure. Can I act under pressure since I fell down?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that for me. Wonderful. All right. So, you're trying to get yourself up and
I'm
get
trying to
away
shoot
from
it in
this
the
thing and get that shot off. So I will say that you can succeed in that, but you are going to give yourself an opening towards this one.
Okay.
And so
I'm cool with that.
Cool. Yeah, you get the shot. You line it up. Go ahead and roll kick some ass for me as well. Absolutely, yeah. So you do the you do 2 harm to it, I believe is what your pistol does.
I think so.
Cool. Yeah, you get a good shot. It goes in like right through the cheek of this
Okay.
head. You see that black ichor going through. You see one of the legs kind of also going a bit limp from it. One of the finger legs. As it kind of stumbles backwards. But this one here turns and inflicts 1 harm on you as it kind of lashes out. So this one does a little bit of a stumble away. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Carter's gonna kind of keep running down this way, assessing the situation. Oh, sorry. Yes, Angel, go for it.
I'm supposed to go before the monster. I'm gonna hit it again.
Alrighty. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me that roll one more time.
Goodness gracious.
All right. Go
Yeah.
ahead and mark experience. These things are surprisingly strong, and you did not expect it. You go and lunge for this creature again, and as your trident strikes forward, it's able to move out of the way and kind of grab hold of the trident. Not enough to rip it out of your hand, but enough to slightly disbalance you as it clambers up using the trident and wall, clambs up on top of you, knocking you backwards onto the ground, and it bites down onto your chest, and it hurts. You did not expect it to, but it hurts. And you do take 1 harm.
It's rare to see Angel take harm.
Uh-huh. It got a...
Seeing Angel actually take harm, Vesper kind of gets a little bit anxious and a little bit
Understandable.
worried.
You hear Angel give out a cry of pain, and it's a bit chilling. This thing kind of moving in towards Angel. Carter lines up and takes a shot at it. And actually successfully just shoots this thing into one of its larger eyes. It's enough to send it. Firing off his shot knocks it off of your torso, giving you a chance to breathe, Angel. Arturo, any other steps that you're taking?
Anything changed in terms of the environment, or because you know I've got some quite capable teammates in there handling business, right? And I know that in the back of my head. So I am, we'll say, wary of the vulnerability that me rushing down there to help would induce. So no, I'm still kind of on standby, waiting for something. I am gonna pop over and look over at Terrence. What's Terrence doing?
Terrence is, he's got some kind of weapon in his hand. You don't quite recognize what it could be. It just kind of looks like almost like a medieval mace, sort of, made out of that same similar kind of reddish bronze material. But the head of it has a little bit of a glowing light coming from little like bands on it. This like bluish light on it. And he's just kind of watching the opening over here and making sure that nothing's coming.
Okay, cool. Then I will stay on standby unless I hear otherwise.
Wonderful. Yeah, you're on standby, just kind of waiting to see what all happens. Wonderful. Benny, you have kicked this thing down a hallway and have now run up to it.
I'm gonna swing my fire axe and kick some ass.
Hell yeah, you are. Go ahead and give me that roll. All right. So it is a partial success. This thing, it's skittering along. It's kind of reoriented itself. It gets up, bites towards your leg, kind of tearing through part of your pant leg. It hurts and inflicts one harm, but you're able to kick it away and then bring the axe down on top of it, and it stops moving.
Okay.
So,
I from charging into immediate danger, I got 2 holds. And I'm going to use one of them to reduce the harm I'm receiving by 1, so I receive 0.
wonderful.
And it's dead.
Cool. Yeah, it is. It as far as you can tell, it is dead. It is not moving, and
he's
there's
never
an axe
felt
in it.
so strong. Because the last time we fought, I did nothing.
Yeah, you took this thing down. It seems to be quite content, or rather, you feel quite content at defeating it. But yeah, it is deceased. All right, wonderful.
Yay.
Vesper.
Vesper is kind of panicked and is going to pull out the big gun.
Alrighty, go for it.
And shoot at, again, that one that she got away with. The one that's farther down the hall.
Wonderful.
She is going to... Actually, hold on. No. Vesper is going to... when Angel gets bit, Vesper is going to kind of like immediately turn to that one that's near her with her gun and protect someone.
That one
and
is
try and
currently dead.
Oh, it's dead. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
Carter.
Okay, so
Carter
I'm
shot
just
it.
gonna kick some ass on
Wonderful.
the other one then.
Go for it.
That's
Wonderful. Yeah, it it starts running towards you, but you get the shot off. You know, you miss a couple, and as it's kind of running towards you, the last couple strays hit it squarely, and it up right before it's able to get a bite out of you. Wonderful. All right. Well done. Nope. Stop. Started looping it. Yeah, so these ones have stopped moving from what you can see, and you're hoping that that's the last of them that you'll have to deal with. Because we know that's exactly how this is going to go.
Clearly, we've killed everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The sewers are safe. It's completely empty.
Can I do a thing?
What would you like to do?
Can I, after we defeat this, can I do my oops and investigate a mystery? See if there's any clues in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and... did we decide that's going to be a... Yeah, go do the roll with the weird.
Yeah, with the weird, yep.
Because the other one...
The other one is stupid.
Wonderful. So you get to ask two.
All right. Is there anything being concealed here?
As you're looking around...
Or what is being concealed here?
As you're looking around, you see that there's splashing coming from further down this way. You know, the way the water is kind of working, you imagine there might be more of these things nearby that have not yet
Got it.
caught on to what's going on. They don't seem to be working their way towards you, but there's definitely a possibility of some more in the area.
And then I can ask another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has anything happened here in this room specifically?
So you're asking what happened here?
Yeah, I guess.
As you're kind of looking around at where these things had come from, because like they weren't very visible, they were up on the roof, but you see part of a hard hat webbed up in the top corner of the room over here.
I feel like we need that. We probably need one of those.
It's a little high up. It's kind of out of reach. It's more so you see that it's got some blood stains on it.
All right. Well, Vesper, Angel, Terrence. I think Terrence is in here, right? Or Carter? I can't
Carter
see.
is. Terrence is.
We should probably leave. I don't think this is where we need to go, and I have a feeling there's more further along.
I'm gonna agree with you. And Vesper quickly leaves this room back to the safety of the other room.
Yep. You guys all kind of make your way. Carter following behind. I'll unpause it so that you guys can move yourselves. You're gonna have to go around the corner.
Arturo, there's some scary ass spiders in there.
Use the arrow keys.
Everybody okay?
There you go.
Yeah, I think so. I think Vesper and I got hurt a little, and Angel.
Little
But
damaged. They bit
I
Angel. Vesper's still so shocked that they actually got a hit on Angel.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see
Arturo
that.
Arturo would look pretty concerned when that was mentioned.
I'm fine.
But Arturo, you'll be so proud of me. I killed one.
I would like put my hand on Benny's shoulder and be like, "Great job, Benny."
And then
But how about
Benny
next time we
just
don't go charging in without, you know.
You're telling Benny to do the impossible right now.
I would have. I was assuming that Angel said that when I was talking to Benny and said, "Good job." With my hand still on his shoulder, I would like, with my other hand, point over at Angel and be like, "That's great advice. You should listen."
I'll consider
Angel's
it.
dead ass glaring at Benny.
I'll consider it.
She's not having any of this.
All right. Well, you there's a bit of a drop off right here. It's got kind of an iron railing, as opposed to the like stairs. So it's more of kind of a drop in order to get to the water. Not a far one, but you'd have to kind of hoist yourself up over the railing. There's a door here. And then, obviously, the path that you came from had a few pathways to it. So, where are we going? What are we doing? How are we feeling?
Well, Angel, I feel like maybe you want to lead this time.
Attaboy, Benny.
I mean, my gut just... oh my god, I can't believe my gut did that to me. I think I need more fajitas to help it.
I think the fajitas might have messed Vesper very quietly under her breath to Carter. I think the fajitas might have been the problem.
Is the door locked?
It appears to be locked. It's kind of an older door. See, it says maintenance on it. But as you keep trying to wiggle the handle, it seems to be kind of locked.
You want to kick it?
Go ahead and roll tough for me.
Figure out how to get there.
You kind of like line up trying to kick against it, but it just kind of your boot kind of slips against it. You look back at Benny, and you know, in your mind, you're like, he was in the way. I wasn't able to like line up my kick properly.
Need me to help you, Angel?
You got a lockpicking thing in that thing?
I got a fire axe. The firefighters use those to break
Ooh.
down doors all the time,
Can
right?
Vesper lockpick it?
Yeah, Vesper, you're more than welcome to give that a shot. Go ahead and give me a cool roll. Yeah, you as everyone's kind of standing around, you kind of squeeze your way through. It takes a second. You kind of take screwdriver and a bobby pin.
I lose one
style.
pick.
Yeah, it takes you a
Siren-style
minute,
break
and
one.
it just you're able to get the door to unlock and open.
Don't worry, I got extra bobby pins in my fanny pack.
Beautiful.
So yeah, the door is open, and you see a small maintenance room. It looks like there are some levers here as well as some ventilation. The levers are old, like these are rusty.
Rust, that was a clue, right?
It's supposed to be effective, apparently.
You said, can you say again what is really rusty?
The levers in this room.
What are the levers? Oh, I'm not in there. I'm gonna go in there too.
Vesper's just gonna step inside.
Wonderful.
What do the levers look like they're going to? Like, do I have any idea of what the levers are for?
You kind of take a look at it. They don't seem to be labeled or anything. Terrence is kind of also taking a look. He says, I'd imagine they're for old generator switches. Maybe some of the lower level areas have, pumps, sump pumps and things like that. These might help with directing flow and getting the generator on. This is an old one too. You kind of like taking a look around it.
How big are the levers and how many are there?
There are 3 of them, and they each would be about maybe they're like old, similar to like train track levers. You know, if you've ever seen those, the ones where you kind of squeeze the handle, or they're probably about 3 feet long in total.
All right, and last question about the lever: how much of it is rusted?
All of it, like from tip to base.
Okay, I want to try and break them off.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a tough roll, or if there's some other way that you want to do it. Are you just...
Can I help?
Yeah. Benny, if you want to come over, you can help.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and rip one off, probably. Probably just tough, like you said. Well, I don't know, because Arturo is more of like a use his brain kind of mage, right? So you know what I'd probably...
Angel's all fist.
Yeah, exactly. You're the fifth on the mage. Yeah. So what I would probably do is walk up to like the farthest left lever or whatever one Benny's not at, and I would like make a finger gun gesture with my finger, and I would like hold my other hand up to the tip of my finger like I was trying to avoid a candle going out, and I would whisper some words that probably nobody else could hear. I'm going to attempt to use magic to ignite the tip of my finger to be like an arc welder so I can just cut this thing off.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Can
helping out.
for that?
Benny's also helping out by like holding on. He's kind of like bracing the levers so that you can more focus your finger around it. And he's actually yeah. He's helping you. So yeah, go ahead and roll use magic. And yeah, even with the +1, that is incredible. You do exactly that. So your fingertip has this small flame, and you kind of whisper towards it and are able to almost turn it into a plasma cutter. And so after a little bit of working it around, it takes a bit to maintain the spell, but you're able to just cut through the base of the lever. You have yourself a rusty lever.
Was I able to do one or all 3?
I would say that you could do all 3.
Okay, I'll do all 3, and then I'll hand one to Benny. I'll hand one to Vesper. Because I know that Angel's Trident is what Angel prefers to use and can handle themselves with the Trident. And then I'm going to keep one for use later.
You were able to, the way that you cut them at an angle, just because of the way that you were there, it's kind of giving them a bit of a sharpened tip as well, while still preserving a good amount of rust. And as it cuts through, a lot of slag builds up, which is rust. Scale and stuff like that. So yeah,
and that's like on the actual lever itself, that scale.
Yeah, it's on the outside of effectively the levers are rusty and sharp.
I have an over the top quick table question.
Can
Angel cure tinnitus, tetanus?
Technically.
Cool.
Tetanus,
definitely
my
meant to
favorite.
Yeah, tetanus is the word that you meant to say. Yes.
Thank you.
Because I was like, tinnitus also. Yeah. I mean, I imagine
yes.
Hypothetically, yes, but hypothetically, you could give yourself tinnitus, which I think is the worst conceptual thing to touch someone on the shoulder and suddenly you just hear
forever.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Tinnitus, I have it.
I also have a
Same.
bit of that tinnitus. It is
But I can cure
never
them
fun.
from their rust issues if they get hurt.
If they are not up on their shots, I would say that you have the potential to cure it because it is a disease.
That's fun.
So if
Oh, that's
they're,
considered. Okay.
I mean, tetanus is technically a disease because it's not. Fun fact: it's not the rusty metal that gets you; it's the bacteria
It's
that
the
lives
bacteria.
on rusty metal.
Hey, I will
Yes.
take it. So okay.
So
I was
yes,
just again, that was just a random question. I was like, "Is that thing is sharp?" And they're putting their hands all over it. Hypothetically, can I fix this for them?
yeah, it's like a piece of rebar almost, like a sharpened piece of rebar. It's not like a long blade. It's just a really good stabbing tip. But
Yeah,
it
and I
does
like to
have the
point out that
benefit
the other
of
hand is hand shaped too.
Mhm.
So
the benefit is the top of it is a handle, like it's got almost a guard around it.
All right. Sorry for the detour. I just
Oh no, you're good.
was curious.
Listen, we got to know what we're up against here. And you got to be prepared
Tinnitus.
for at least one level of stupid. And by one level, I mean the two
Benny.
loose cannons that we have in the party.
Yeah, at least
Benny
two.
and Benny.
Benny
And also
lends out.
Vesper.
Yeah, Benny lends out the stupid at times.
He's infected a
We
major
share
phase
a
of
brain
Angel with
cell.
it. It is not Angel's turn with it.
We share the brain cell.
Exactly.
Let me
Two
tell
orange
you,
cats in the
Y'all
party.
playing fucking
how does
Pong with it,
I
how does
okay. I
Carter
started
deal with
this.
this?
I started this adventure.
drinking.
Yeah, I started this adventure being like, I got a new skill. That's so cool. In this episode alone, Angel may get a new tattoo just because that's how bad I've rolled so far.
Uh-huh.
I got all your good rolls.
You
Listen,
did. I'm like,
I'm not here to say who's doing well and who's not. That's for you
I'm
to
not.
discover. But y'all are having a rough time of it. So, after taking a bit of time, you have got these three rusty levers with good little handles on them. Yeah. What all are you doing? You still have the pathway from before. There's another door here. Whoop. Ignore that. Another door here that I didn't open. Don't worry about that. What's the plan?
I mean, I can trust my gut, but
You can, but do you?
Vesper's gonna not be down for that.
we have a door.
You do have a door. You have two doors. Plus other doors that you've found.
Unhelpful. That was that was in character is what I said. I said it. Too.
Okay, you know, that's fair.
That was meant for the group, not you.
Vesper's gonna step back out into this hallway.
Alrighty.
And oh wait, is there doors here? Yeah.
Yep.
So there's
the
that
door's
door
right there.
or this door.
is the door by Angel locked?
You have not
I
tried
haven't
it.
tried it yet.
I was so Vesper's gonna say, I think we went in a circle, so that should probably lead back up to that hallway, because there was a walk or something. But
I mean,
I
go
don't really
out.
want to go back the direction we came. We know there's danger back there. Maybe let's go through this door. Vesper's gonna try it. Does it open?
It's open.
Okay.
Swings open.
Just gonna walk through.
Leads you back to another lovely room.
Every time you walk in front of her, Angel dies a little bit.
Vesper's gonna walk back this way and be like, yeah, this is the entrance again.
Yep, you see the entrance over there. You also see a large metal pipe in the ceiling here.
There's also a wall we can't. We're stuck in the wall.
What wall are you stuck on?
This
Yeah,
entire
you
thing's
can't.
a wall.
You can't climb down. There's a railing.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Okay.
reporting back to the group. It goes back to
Wonderful.
the entrance.
Vesper.
Hey, Benny,
do you
what's
need me to
over
go?
here?
I don't know. What's
It's very dark. Vesper
It's
is
super
able
dark.
to. Benny is able to kind of illuminate the pathway
Oh,
there.
look, there's stairs. This goes down there.
I have a sneaking suspicion I shouldn't have taken my eyes down.
That's
Do
definitely
you want to
possible.
wait for the party, or do you want to go down the stairs? We can handle the stairs, right?
it's just to go across.
It's just a
Yeah,
little
let's
bridge.
go across.
Do I see
Is
that?
there anything further up here?
You see
We
a bit
just
of
continued.
light off in this direction.
Oh shit.
I
over
can't.
this
I
way.
don't know where the fuck they are. Legitimately, I don't know. Where the
Uh-huh.
fuck they are.
Correct. You see a bit of
We
light
went to the
coming from
right.
this direction.
We should
Arturo.
go. We should follow them. Yeah.
I
We're just gonna go
Alright.
across the bridge.
Arturo,
I
I
can't
can't
move.
find them.
Oh wait, yes I can. I'm dumb. Okay.
Okay, let's go. And I'm gonna attempt to follow them and go towards that light.
The minute I lose sight of them, I'm gonna bamf to them.
Oh, I can't even move anymore. We're dead end
Yeah,
here.
we're stuck.
Wonderful.
We can't. We've been grounded.
Yeah, I make the note
Oh.
of Arturo. I'm like, I can't see them. I'll be right
You
back.
just no, both of you.
I'm
They
not-
have
I'm not-
they
I'm
have
not-
left
I'm not.
the map.
I was like,
there
I don't think
is
this is the...
there is more tunnel up this way.
Okay,
However,
yeah.
hang on,
It should have been a wall.
it's not for a reason. So you two are going to find
that's
yourself.
probably a bad sign.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
see
it's
anything
fine.
Either.
You guys were on this side of it. So we're
Yep,
gonna
we
go
are on this
right.
side.
You guys
of
walking
it.
off
Yeah.
the map is gonna be the least of your worries when Angel booms into existence.
So you
Okay,
guys have
so
found
we're up
yourself
here.
in
Oh.
another location.
This is the back rooms.
Maybe this is the way we're supposed to go. So should we get everyone? All
Yeah, let's go get everybody.
right, we're going back.
All right, wonderful. You head on back. Angel
seem
has
very-
now
Unhappy.
standing in your pathway there.
She's blocking us. I can't move. But yes,
There
I
you go.
can.
It's because
No, I
you
can't.
apparent.
Game's paused.
Oh, it's because the game's paused. There you go. All
That's
right.
fair. Okay.
And you
hi.
two are ready
we,
to do what?
Angel.
Oh, you guys were right behind us, and we already killed everything. We were being careful.
Let's go get Arturo and everyone else.
We just run back off this way again. Well, not really run, but like
You
We're
just
just
very
like, "Hi,
quickly make
Angel."
your way across. Angel, you just see them.
Arturo,
I go to
protect us from
Carter.
Angel.
I go to Carter and I'm like,
Here,
Arturo would like double
I'll move
take.
you
He'd
to
be
have the
pretty
line of
confused.
sight.
Angel's
That-
pissed.
I don't know why it doesn't illuminate for you.
The way we went, where Vesper and I were going, I think we should go that way.
I'm gonna test something for you. I'm gonna say.
I'm talking to Carter and I'm like, hey Carter, do you remember hold on, give me a second.
There we go. Now it actually lets you see around you.
I'm telling Carter, I'm like, hey Carter, at the arcade when we play Turok, or like, when we play Turok on the N64?
Yeah.
Do you remember the tunnels in the ruins?
Kind of. Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like that up there. It's exactly like that up there.
Oh shit.
We're
no
in
way.
Turok right now.
If you
Yeah.
die in the game, you die for real.
It's really
Arturo?
cool. We're just nerding out about
That's,
video games now.
Watch, out of nowhere, fucking T-Rex is just gonna come charging down.
if we find one, can I keep him? That'd be so cool.
No,
I mean,
no,
there's
you
like
cannot.
a chance that
You
they
cannot.
exist.
You cannot keep a T-Rex.
But, like, what if
it's
it's a
a
baby?
T.
What if it's
It's
a
a
little raptor?
T-Rex.
It's a baby raptor.
It's
No,
a
we're in
I
baby
the
think
murder
we can
machine.
keep him.
Or it's Yoshi.
Listen, there's gators in the sewers. Why couldn't there be raptors?
I'm not
There's
Angel
debating
looks
whether
like
or not
she
they're
wants to
there.
stab herself. Angel is not.
Now that Vesper is aware that like these things can exist, she's like, I mean, what if it's cute? We could keep it, maybe. It's like
Angel
a little
is,
lizard. It'll
Angel
be the
is
same as our
standing
gecko.
there as she's pulling the like medieval times guard from SpongeBob, who just keeps trying to stab himself with a spear as everyone keeps talking. Is that a deep cut that no one else gets? Because no one else chimed in with recognition.
I don't.
Cool.
I mean, I've watched SpongeBob.
I don't know what medieval times is.
It's the restaurant. Never mind. They go back. They go to a restaurant. It's like medieval themed, and the guard's like, right this way, and he's like super depressed. And then SpongeBob goes, "I think you mean right it this way, if kind sir." And the dude just
I
like
think I
takes the
remember
spear
now.
and like aims it at his throat. And he's like, "Not today, not today. Someday, but not today." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I feel that." Anyway, you guys are in the sewer. You have found a pathway that leads to somewhere else up there.
We should go.
And what should have been a wall, I think, actually. No, it was a wall. It's because they went past the wall. That's right. Just,
We broke the game.
ooh, you know what? I'm gonna stop trying to mess with it, because it almost made it worse. Yeah, you found
They're going to
a,
get themselves killed.
Yeah, I think so too. We better stick on them.
So,
I've been trying.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Let's go.
yeah, you guys
Well, let's lead them.
make your way.
They do know that I can't do anything if they die, right?
Listen, apparently there's ways around death now.
And tinnitus.
Vesper is just like, Vesper's like, if Jackie can do it, I can too.
You can just get your own pendant.
Yeah. Do we go up here?
Yeah, no, stop moving.
Okay.
You're good. I have to switch it over before
Okay.
you keep just running off into the distance.
Into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
No. Just game breaking the everything.
It's fine.
I'm so in Angel's head. I'm
Everything's
so annoyed. I'm
fine.
fuming right now. I'm so sorry. I
just
can't
have-
even enjoy it. I'm so
We
angry.
just have Benny and Vesper like into the unknown, la da da da, and then behind us we have Angel. I hate you guys.
Angel's not even singing. Angel's like, I'm not. Angel's Flynn Rider in this situation. I'm not fucking singing.
Also,
not
Frozen
doing
wasn't a thing in this time.
No,
period.
it wasn't. We're just singing our own songs. We're gonna be really surprised.
We're gonna sue them.
I'm gonna be surprised if
If
we
you
lose.
live that long.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna live forever. Apparently, it's
Oh, no.
possible.
Whenever I level up to the advanced thing, I'm gonna retire Benny, and he's gonna go off and write Frozen.
I love that for him.
I feel so much concern on such a consistent basis, purely from Benny. And I feel
Angel
like
is
that's
sharing your sentiment.
I feel like that's kind of what my life has become. And so
Angel's
I
Accept
accept
it.
this. Yep. Give me one more second.
Better run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
I can
go
still
ahead.
hear everything.
Angel's crashing out.
as she should.
I'm gonna do this, and then.
Sorry, Mom. Your 2 children that you didn't
there.
ask for.
Yeah, congratulations. You are now a parent of 2 morons.
Yahoo!
Yeah,
So,
except Angel isn't exactly the most nurturing type, and she will leave you to die.
Good. Survival of the fittest.
She's, you know what? She's getting there, guys.
Mama snake.
She's getting there.
you see that this region, this area, has a lot more signs of webbing, and you get a very concerned feeling as you continue that it's getting
I have it.
thicker. But it's not seeming to lead up to anything specific. You know, no centralized anything. But you see heavy webbing along each of these little openings here. You also see next to where Carter is a door. Nice little cheeky doorway.
Okay.
You can't just like walk out. There.
Oh, we're on the wrong side. Can I run back down and go across?
Yeah.
But, like, just have
Yeah.
you just move me over there so you don't do that whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's more so y'all can move. It's more so I don't have the means to place you all on one side or the other.
Okay.
So when there's a bit more space, I'll get everybody reoriented. Because there is that little pathway that you guys had found that'll take you there. Yeah. So how are folks moving forward? Because you can
I'm
hop
going
over the
to
little
suggest
railings.
we try the door.
Okay. You suggest it. Carter tests to see if it opens, and it seems like it does open up. He steps inside. He says, it's just a short little hallway. It goes to another door. See him kind of move down and hear him opening that door as well. Yeah. There's a walkway and like
Okay.
pipes and water. It's a big room. Yeah,
And you
that's
said
all
we
there
can
is.
jump down?
Yeah, you could jump down. Like if you jump down, you'd have to put some effort into climbing back up because it's about a 4 or 5 foot drop. And then
Then
these
you will
are
walk
kinda
around.
down. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around and go over to them as well.
Do you? Carter will kind of step up and let y'all in. We'll just throw y'all into the hallway there. All right. Just unpause.
And he's not glowing anymore.
Carter. He is. He's just glowing different.
Where is he? Oh, okay.
Because I put an animation on him, but I don't think I like the animation. Why
Oh,
is his
what's that
face
one?
like that? No, you know what? We're just gonna say none so that we can see his face. Perfect. Wonderful.
That beautiful baseball player.
That beautiful baseball player. Yeah. Carter's just kind of stepped forward up here.
I got you, Carter. I'll come with you.
All right. It looks like
I'm gonna
there's
come with them.
kind of leads off this way, I guess.
All
This place
right.
is
All right.
weird, man.
Doesn't it look like those tunnels?
Yeah, I mean, kinda. Now this feels like, I don't know, something final.
Let's get let's
Remember the final
we can
boss of
track
Turok?
points. Yeah. Wait, Benny, have you played it?
Of course.
Oh heck yeah! I was surprised that Benny played it because I know that he's like against like technology stuffs.
Oh, yeah, right. Never mind. No, I haven't. Retcon.
Recon.
What's the
Benny, it's so cool.
N64?
You should try it.
All right.
I'm
Arturo,
taking bets
Angel.
with Carter about points, and whoever gets the most points, like between us, if we get kills, he's already ahead, but that's fine.
Angel kind of walks in. There's a lot of pipe infrastructure leading into this reservoir. This part of the water specifically is a lot deeper. You'd imagine it's maybe 10 to 20 feet deep. So there's a lot of water. Terrence kind of steps in. Looks like a treatment plan of some sort.
I'm gonna peek around the corner. All right, I see another door up here.
Do you think that leads back to the other side?
Who knows?
Shall we try it? Or should we wait for them this time?
We might want to wait for everyone. I don't want to make Angel mad again.
Yeah, she's scary. She's scarier than the monsters, to be honest. Like, and that's saying something. I don't want to get on her bad side. Like,
Angel,
she's
you
coming,
can
coming.
you see them both kind of like looking over towards you, and the second you walk up, they both just kind of stop what they're doing and look over to you with a look of you know, a mixture of I wasn't doing anything and also what are we doing, boss?
Find anything up here?
there's another doorway.
There's a door.
All right.
Look
Is
Hey.
Arturo
cool,
catching
look
up with
cool.
us?
Hey, Arturo. Oh, before you start making your way over that way, just a quick question for you.
Good
As
catch.
you were standing here, just a quick question. Could you go ahead and roll something for me?
Yeah.
No.
I would love for you to roll act under pressure as
Uh-oh.
you feel something coming up behind you and trying to grab at you. Wonderful. So, you see
it?
this creature coming up behind you, which you have faced once before, and she has her hands out, nearly grabbing onto you. And you have a choice to make. Either you let her succeed at grabbing hold of you, or you jump over that railing into the water to get away from her. Because she is coming, and she is coming fast.
Heard that about her.
I'm gonna let her grab onto me.
Wonderful. So all of you see as Arturo spins around this, you see her moving out through the doorway, grabbing hold of him and dragging him backwards through the tunnel
What the?
at a very high speed.
Angel
We can
Wings.
say that.
Angel Wings. I'm there. I'm immediately
Yep.
there.
We
So
all
you-
saw that.
Yeah, you guys heard him like, what in
Oh,
the...
yeah.
And just
Yep.
pulled
Yep, I run.
back.
I run.
Angel
I also run.
bamps over, and you see as she is running her way down, carrying him.
I'm
Can I
vamping to
select
keep
both?
up with them.
I can. Yeah, you're keeping pace with them.
And if I can, I will take any opportunity to try to stab, or if I get close enough, I'll punch her with smite.
Absolutely.
Like grab her.
Give me
Whatever I can to slow her
1
down.
second. 'Cause we're gonna do it this way. So the rest of you are turning and running to try to catch up with. Oh, ignore these real quick. We're just gonna do that. Arturo is here with her on top. Go ahead and click and drag again. So she is running. Oh. You to the back. Thank you. We want to see Arturo's pretty face. She is running with you, Arturo, moving very, very quickly, and seems to be making a beeline, crawling across different kinds of surfaces. Every now and then, Angel just kind of bamps in right next to you. Oops, gotta move this here. As she continues to move along through these hallways, you see her kind of starting to make this path along here until Angel finally has an opportunity on the straightaway to teleport in front. And Angel, I need you to roll kick some ass. Or protect someone. Your choice. If you are more focused on harming her, kick some ass. If you're more focused on getting Arturo away from her, protect someone.
I just have one quick question before this. Does this count as my other thing? Did I get
Yes.
experience when I go
You
off
get
on
to
my own?
mark an experience because you are
I've leveled
charging
up,
up.
everybody!
Wonderful. Congratulations. You were a little bit behind, if memory serves.
I'm in front of everybody else because I rolled shit.
I just meant in general, but
I think she's the first one at level 3.
fair.
I'm level 4 now.
Are you? Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
shit.
I
Y'all
told you,
need to start failing some rolls. Thankfully, the game is very balanced with leveling. But yes, go ahead. Get your lovely benefit. As
I'm
you
taking
make the roll.
I'm taking the other one that we talked about, so I'm taking Immortal.
Okay.
So I get another
You just are a little
It's
bit
my-
harder to hurt.
I get one for my armor and I can't get sick.
It is
So-
specifically not a point to your armor. It is you suffer one less harm. So it calculates differently, but in a good
Yeah.
way. Anyway, you go ahead and make your attack roll or your kick some ass or protect someone, depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to focus on getting Arturo free, protect someone. If you're just trying to hurt her as much as you can and getting Arturo free is a benefit to that, then kick some ass.
probably try to get Arturo out.
Okay. Then
Does that
protect someone.
protect someone?
Yep. Wonderful. True success. You are able to stab away at her, like right through one of the hands that she is using to enwrap Arturo. Arturo had been starting to get webbed around, and so as your trident goes through, you are able to cleave through some of that webbing, and he drops down to the iron grating, a bit dazed, a bit confused, and she, I believe, as part of that, I think that just means you. On 10 plus, choose an extra. You suffer little harm, -1 harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. So go ahead and...
Oh, if I can hurt her, I'm hurting her. If I can get Arturo out as well.
Yeah, you hurt her and are able to get Arturo free. He falls down onto the metal grating, and she quickly clambers up along the ceiling and down in this direction before making her way to parts unknown.
On her way away from me, can I attempt to shoot this light-filled arrow into her?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. I'm gonna say just as a use magic roll, I'll say. Wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. Works without issue. Choose your effect. You shoot it into her.
Yeah, I would like basically just to illuminate her with this illuminated arrow.
Mm-hmm. It works successfully. So you will no longer be glowing. So you're both now kind of sitting in the dark, but you see her light emanating from this direction fade as she continues to move away. But you know it is solidly in her because you can see the light. Like it latches into her when she's about here, and then as she continues to move through this way, you can see the light is going with her. So she has moved down to another space, but you've successfully hit her. So now we are going to jump back to the other group. Do
we in this other group know where they went? Because these tunnels are kind of big and they traveled fast.
They did. You saw them running down, but because she was moving so quickly, by the time you got to the doorway, they were gone.
Yeah.
With how she was teleporting to keep up with them.
All right. Can I trust my gut to just know the way to go then?
Absolutely. Give me a roll.
I'm going to ask also, I'm going to say, do we want to stay here and wait for them for Angel's, like, ability, or... Oh, no.
Go ahead and mark experience. Your gut tells you that they probably went straight down this way.
I think we should just go Vesper. Oh, I can't move.
Nope. Yeah.
You think we should just
unpause
go?
it for you. So
I look
yeah,
at
no.
Carter and I'm like, Carter, what do you think?
How do I go that way?
I guess we keep on keeping on. Like that. There you go.
Okay.
And as you come down, you find that parts of the wall here have gaps in it.
Oh, can I get through this gap in the wall?
Yeah,
Will this
you're able to kind of
also
squeeze through.
will this consider me going off by myself to something scary or dangerous?
If you tell everyone to wait behind, then yes.
I can't get through there, but I want to get through there.
Don't worry.
Hey, Vesper, let me go. I'll go real quick and then.
Carter says, let him check it out, and then he can tell us what he finds.
I have the light. I have the glow
I look
stick.
at
I can
Carter and I'm like, but he
Listen,
got a little off today.
then we'll find out. It's better than us following along with him. We keep point here at the fork. He tells us what's through there, and then we go from there.
I guess so.
So, go ahead and give me a roll of some sort. To see if you can just kind of squeeze through. Actually, no, I'd say you're able to squeeze through. It takes a bit of effort. You kind of have to toss your fire axe through first, and then you're able to kind of squeeze through after it. Give me a second and I will throw you through. Lovely wall. Yeah, you kind of squeeze in, and there is a large cavernous area beyond. It is dark in here.
Yeah.
As you continue to explore around, you see
Do
as
I? Oh, yeah. Do I hear anything?
you hear echoes going through the area, drips of water and general surroundings, but nothing in particular. You do hear the sound of water up in this direction, which you're able to kind of see there. I'll move the camera up for stream. You see kind of like a pool of water and piping going through here. What looks like an opening to some kind of cave here. Oh, that was the wrong screen to do that on. There we go. You see as well more in this general area. Give me 1 second.
I think we should go this way. I yelled back to like Vesper, Terrence, and Casper.
Casper?
Carter? That's fine. He'll be Casper now, I guess.
Oh, did I say Casper?
You
said
absolutely did. Yep.
I didn't know. Whoops. I did not realize.
And now you're.
Oh, sorry.
good.
Casper's in here with me.
It's comforting.
Yeah, he's just found a corpse. It's okay.
I'm sure there's plenty in
ground.
here.
On the ground in here, you see old dried blood in a ring on the floor, making some kind of strange shape.
Oh God. Yeah, Vesper, I'm gonna need you in here with your little doodaddy thingy.
My doodad thingy.
I don't know, something that you might know what this is.
Okay.
There's symbols on the ground.
Got it.
So Vesper, you
So I'm gonna go in there.
climb through, and again, it's real dark in here. Benny
I can't
moves
move.
a bit closer. I'll pause it for you. And you see
So I'm
these
gonna come in here and see
blood
these
symbols.
symbols. And I'm going to investigate a mystery.
Wonderful.
Can I
Well,
help?
I know nothing. Oh, you help? Okay, so I get something on that help, but I
Oh,
don't know.
maybe.
He helps out, but
Not enough.
not enough. Yeah, unfortunately, it is still. Go ahead and mark an experience, Vesper. You do
Sweet.
not recognize.
I
So
call
which
back
I'm
to
going to.
the church guy,
I'm going to ask a
and I'm
question
like,
for
"Hey,
you.
there's some weird symbols in here." Okay.
You are not talking to anyone, so you do not reveal anything.
Okay.
Yeah, Terrence kind of comes over, climbs through. Oh, that's not good. That's Sarkite.
A what?
It's a flesh crafting ritual. That thing you're sitting next to, Benny.
Crafting?
Yeah, flesh crafting. Crafting with flesh. Making flesh into other stuff. That thing you're sitting next to is a sacrificial altar, Benny. He kind of gestures towards this thing right here.
Oh. I
know.
don't like
Can I
that.
get my Wendy's bag and bake something that will help us?
No. You do not know carnomancy.
I will make it up. Benny would actually try.
All right. You flop out a week-old human skin slabs onto the altar, and Terrence just kind of steps up and just puts a hand on top of your hand and is like, just, no, man. I wouldn't.
I read enough
No,
manga.
Benny. My guy.
Okay.
My guy.
You don't need to be holding on to this stuff.
Maybe a little longer.
Let
No.
the flesh go, Benny.
Let it
It
go.
was
man.
useful last time.
Yep. And you gave Lady Ada another heart attack, and I'm sure she thought it was wonderful or horrible. But I think you're good to let it go, man.
I'll give it another week.
Okay.
Can
Anyway.
I teleport us back to them now?
Yeah, go ahead and give a roll for.
I mean, I should
Use
double check with
magic.
Arturo first.
Yeah, double check with Arturo, but
I would probably take my hat off, run my hand through my hair, and look at an angel and say, much obliged. Let's get out of here.
You all right?
Yeah.
Let's head back to them.
Let's do that.
I am bamfing to probably Benny.
alrighty. Go ahead and make that roll.
Luck.
All right, you burn a luck. Go ahead and mark that on your sheet.
I did.
Out of curiosity. Okay. Cool. I was just wondering how much luck you've already burned. Wonderful. The two of
I'm
you,
almost at level 5.
vamp. And
This is not where we left you.
We saw Arturo get snatched
appear.
like a corset does to a waist, and we were running.
Yeah, we couldn't just leave him.
What is that we are standing on next to? What is
Oh,
that?
it's a flesh altar.
Yeah, I tried to like do something, but Terrence said no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Terrence a solid nod for that.
He just kind of gives you a thumbs up. His legs having gone back to normal now that he's not standing in the water. They just kind of look like, you know, kind of steampunky, like prosthetics, more or less. And he's still got his pants like rolled up for him, but he just kind of gives you a thumbs up. He says, so we know now for certain that these things aren't, well, I was going to say natural. They're carnomancy. So,
Yummy.
that's Sarkite confirmation. More importantly, that's Neo-Sarkite. So somehow they're getting down here. Neo-Sarkite is new Sarkism. They've only been around for like a couple centuries. And
well, whatever it is, this is the second time it's attempted to take one of us.
well, we're probably gonna have to put it in the ground then. Well, more in the ground, I guess. He kind of like looks around at the cave. Hey, should somebody go tell your friend that we're all in here? Because he's still like standing out there.
That'll be all right.
Carter?
Yeah.
Okay, call
Looks-
Carter in.
He just kind of looks at him. All right. It is dark as fuck in here. Can't we go? Oh, hey, what's up? He just kind of gives you and Arturo a wave. Glad to see you're not spider food.
Arturo would
Scooter-dooters.
just stare coldly at Carter.
Right. Anyway,
Glad we're not.
what's with the blood circles? You know what?
Do you know how to do the flesh sacrifice?
No, I don't, man. I know how to play bass. It's kind of what I spent my time learning how to do. I can ride a motorcycle, play bass. Don't know how to make flesh sacrifices. I missed the elective in high school.
All right.
Is that part of home ec?
Well, Terrence, is there any? Do we have to destroy this symbol or something, or can we just leave it?
I mean, we're probably fine leaving him, but the more concerning issue is that spider thing didn't do this. She was made from it, so somebody else is doing it. Like,
Why would we
somebody-
not destroy it?
I mean, it's like the Gesundheit. It's like the aftermath, right? They're not going to be able to use it again. They have to get fresh blood and fresh meat. This is just kind of like, you know, when you set off a firework and there's that little charred bit on the ground, little like char ring. This is the char ring. They
All right, so we have to find spider monster.
I might be able to help with that. Morvi,
And
can
kind
I?
of
Oh, sorry.
flesh?
Sorry, Angel.
Oh. And we have to find whoever created it.
I mean, probably some local cult. we're gonna be looking into it. But yeah, that's
I'm getting real
kind
sick
of
of
a-
this town.
Same. Well, let me see what I can do.
didn't mean to do that.
I'd like to try and use magic.
Wonderful.
Specifically, I'd like to focus on the arrow that I imbued.
Mhm.
And my goal is to do the use magic, observe another place or time, and I want to. The place is I want to observe where that arrow is if I can do that.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a roll for it. Wonderful. Yeah, you were able to concentrate in. You take a few kind of big breaths, and yeah, you don't even draw any attention to you. You observe another place as I'm gonna just kind of move the camera over in place for it. I think if I do this, I'm gonna test this out. It's gonna take a second before all of this works. Bum, bum, bum. I'm just sitting over here getting it to work. Just a moment, and then you should suddenly have some vision applied to you. Yui. Yeah, this is what I can do. I can do this. Figure. So now, maybe. Maybe. We're getting there. We're getting there. I just wanted to reveal this section right here. Give me a dim light, maybe. And then I'm going to just teleport Arturo over here. And he's just not actually here. Oh, no, he needs to be there. But he's effectively not there. You see her in this room where she seems to be kind of moving around this central area. A large amount of webbing in this area, her main kind of nest. And you see a large... Okay, I'm going to just light the room enough for you to be able to see, because it's magic. Don't question it.
Okay. Is there anything that stands out to me in like a way that, any indicators on how we would find it? I mean, we know generally which direction she went in, so
And
over the table,
you
I'm
kind of
gonna
have...
suggest we go that way anyway.
Yeah. You have kind of a general sense of where it is relative to you.
Just because of the magic?
Just because of the magic. Because
Okay. And
you see a large set of doors as well.
just one set of door?
Yep. It's like a pair of doors right here. And you kind of then feel it fade away as you see her continuing to walk around.
Okay, cool.
So you know where her nest is.
So I would open my eyes, and I would sigh, a big heavy sigh. I know where she is. Let's get going. And then I would turn around and walk in that direction.
Yep.
Kick some
So
ass.
you
I'm gonna follow behind.
wait, Benny, are you fighting something or are you just saying kick some ass?
Huh? Oh, no, we're gonna go kick some ass.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I will
Right.
kick some ass.
Squeeze through. Vesper squeeze through. Benny squeeze through.
Uh,
I have to help. Squeeze. Carter will squeeze through. Terrence will squeeze through. Wonderful. So you all start making your way over that way. I'm gonna pause time real quick just so everybody can catch up. Because Arturo's just making his way. Like he's going. Angel and Vesper, are you keeping pace?
Oh, I'm keeping pace.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will just move you all as kind of a unit. I'm gonna drag you back real quick though, don't worry.
Yeah, no worries.
I worked
I'd
so
like
hard
to
to save
stop before
Arturo's
we
life.
get-
I'm not letting him go now.
Fair. I'd like to stop before we go around the corner and do one more magic thing, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. What's
Do
what
you want
would
me
you
to
like
do
to
that
do?
now or wait till we get there?
You can do it now.
Okay, so before we go around the corner, I want to attempt to use magic on the rusty pipe handle that I'm holding.
Mhm.
And I would like to, and this is a bit obscure and maybe like abusing my power a little bit, so if that's the case, please tell me. But I would like to attempt to more or less nano machine dissolve these things. Think like Tony Stark, recent Avengers, or like the Spider-Man suits. I would like to take this rust and somehow coat the tips of the physical arrows that I have in the quiver on my back with that rust.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I go ahead and make a roll for it, but I'd say that's absolutely something that you can do. All right. I will say that you were able to do a few of them.
Okay.
And it's going to take a little bit of time. So the effect is quote unquote weakened or short duration, either one of those. It's just that only a few of them are able to be transformed. I would say I'm going to roll for it. And you're welcome to attempt it again, but the spell that you do, you're only able to get about 4 of them.
Now I'm feeling a little out of juice, so I'm probably gonna just settle with the 4. I'll make do.
Wonderful. Sounds good. So you guys continue into this next room here. And I will go ahead and unpause and allow people to kind of spread back out. What the fuck is
I'm going to ask about like if we want to go back up to where we were. Up that way, because it seemed like there was something.
We can, yeah, we should go check that out too, but let's handle this spider first so we don't have any more surprise attacks.
Understood.
All right.
Angel,
there's
on
an-
the other side of the door, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, there's an old rusty gate here, and you see that there's these bars blocking here, but there's a large gap above them that some pipe work would go through.
Yeah, we're gonna do there next. I'll let you go first, and then I would knock one of those rust arrows.
Wonderful. The gate is locked or stuck. It's hard to say which, but it doesn't move.
Okay.
I could try to kick it in again, but we saw how
No,
that went
no.
last time.
We don't want to make a bunch of noise. Can I use magic on it and attempt to dissolve it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll for that, and then I will be right back. Give me one moment.
I'm just gonna assume that's a success.
No.
I'm hoping that we'll see if Morvi lets me do it when he comes back. But I'm hoping that I can just kind of walk up to the door, touch it, whisper some words at it, and have it just kind of off into a pot of smoke. Or not to make too much noise too far this close.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. So, you used the magic. You were definitely able to kind of dissolve away the everything on the door, and more or less unlock and open it.
Ooh.
So the doorway is open. I'll start making
The trident's
your way.
out, by the way.
Oh, I figured.
Yeah.
Now I'm using the rusty lever.
Vesper, your friends are walking on.
I don't know. I still want to go up that way, but I don't want to leave them.
We'll swing back around. Let's
You
very
do what
least-
you gotta do, Vesper.
I'm gonna stop everybody right here, and let them know that the double doors across from us are where we're going.
You also see another door right over in this direction, and then a very magical long tunnel that seems to go on forever. And don't do it, Benny. I immediately saw you making your way down that way.
I
Fuck
want to
you.
I just hear the running in the 90s, or what is that? Drifting in the 90s?
No,
Same
running in the
as-
90s.
Is it running?
Do I still have the do I still have the general intuition from that spell that she's in there?
Yeah, at the very least, that is the direction that you were going before.
Okay. Any light coming from that direction?
No, the doors are shut, and they're shut pretty well.
Okay. I'm gonna tell the party I think she's through them doors right there, and then point at those doors.
All right, do we just need to jump over?
Yeah, there's like a little bit. It's like a 4-foot drop, and then you can climb back up. And you all do that. There we go.
No, we held hands and jumped.
Yep. Holding hands together, you made your way across.
Angel's not holding hands with any of y'all.
I'm gonna
No,
ask Angel.
you're holding Benny's.
I'm gonna ask Angel. Angel, can you peek your head in there real quick and let me know if you see her? Let's try and keep it stealthy for now.
Alright. I will attempt to peek my head in.
Wonderful. Go ahead and open the door.
Oh no, oh no.
Hold on. Oop. Sorry, I have to reorient things. There you go. Now you
Feels
peek
like-
your head in. We'll just.
Sounds
I
like
need
just
to get
dancing.
some light in here real quick. I think that's what'll help. We'll just make this room well lit. There she is, standing by the door as you open it. You just see her looking directly at you.
I'm gonna stab her.
Wonderful.
On Angel, it goes,
Go ahead, and you guys
Freeze.
just see Angel immediately turn, look, and just go, huh, and just stab with the trident. Go ahead and kick some ass. All right. So,
I'll tag it. I'll tag it.
At least that's
You-
Marshall.
yeah, you go ahead and do harm against her. And in return, she bites hold, like grabs and tries to bite hold of you and flings you into the room. down this little set of steps, which would normally do 1 harm, ignore armor. But you also have just 1 less harm that you take. So
Magic skin, baby.
your goddamn magic skin is more powerful now, which is great. Yeah.
You level up.
So she was unable to
Yes, I
bite you
high-five
and just
myself.
angrily threw you down a staircase and turns and looks at the rest of you. And she says, "Have you come to give me more? To give me your skin, your flesh, your blood?"
Benny slowly goes for the Wendy's bag.
No, Betty. God damn it.
Are we in combat roles now?
Yeah, you are absolutely. It is
Yeah.
combat time.
God, oopsie.
Okay,
So I'm gonna say, Arturo, you're the closest. This is your turn.
Okay, while she's
Not the side-
talking,
you
just
can
the
go
second
on.
we've confirmed that she's in there, probably as soon as I see Angel start to fight, if we can go back that far, if not, that's okay. I want to use magic. And my goal is for this doorway right here. I would like to. There's one that says.
Bar.
Bar a portal, place a
Yep.
portal to a specific person or type of creature. And if
Absolutely.
you'll allow me, I'd love to try and use magic to bar exit or entry to this room from flesh-crafted beasts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely. And you said to the room?
Yeah, to the room.
Wonderful. Go ahead and make that roll for me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yes. That
Oh,
is
that's a
So then we can
incredible.
just trap her in this room, right?
We need that.
So
She can't leave.
you can do it. It's going to take some symbols that you need to draw it. So it's going to take you a bit of time to
Okay.
get it done. So
Okay.
we're going to kind of do it D&D style. Like rounds are, I'm going to say like 10 seconds, and it's going to take you a minute to trap
Okay,
her
as
entirely
like a-
in the room.
Okay, cool. And as a free action, if I can, I know that's not a thing
Yeah.
here, but can I kind of I guess hurriedly shout at the party, keep her in here, keep her busy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You shout to them, you tell them to keep her busy in here. And she you start immediately casting, and you're kind of inscribing into some arrows. A lot of this has started coming pretty naturally to you through dreams and things like that. So you're finding your magical capabilities are expanding quite a bit. But yeah, so you're going to go ahead and get started on that. I will let you know when it is done.
Thank you.
So, Vesper, Arturo tells you to keep her busy.
All right, I am going to kind of try and move past, like up this way.
Okay,
Oh, wait.
so there is
There's a
a
door here.
substantial drop right here. To get down, it is about 15 feet. So you can vault
Okay.
over, or you can try to get
That might
past
take
her
some damage.
to get to the
I'm
stairs.
just gonna come in over this way to the side here.
Yeah,
Uh,
wonderful.
and
kinda press
take
yourself up
shot
against
at
the railing.
her with my rifle,
Okay.
the bigger gun, and I'm gonna kick some ass.
Yeah, go ahead and kick some
Kick some
ass.
ass.
It's not
Let's-
horrible.
Go. So you are going to inflict the harm against her. So you do 3 harm. Is I believe what that one does. And you are firing into her. She charges up towards you as all of your shots are landing in her torso and everything, and she knocks you up and over the railing you were going to take 1 harm, ignore armor from the fall.
Okay.
And she's going to kind of like move into the spot that you were in. But
Also, I just realized that I think I have no armor.
correct. Most people don't.
Okay.
I don't count.
Yeah, Angel has special skin. I don't think anybody else actually has armor out
And
of
then I
the
got
group.
special alert.
I have a fanny pack.
That's not armor, Benny. We love your enthusiasm. Not armor.
It's my personal armor.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
the
fair.
divine starts with armor.
Yep.
So that's why I have armor.
There are a couple that start with the ability to have armor, but yep. Wonderful. So, Benny, Arturo is carefully working on something, kind of like marking on the room and on the on arrows and
And he said, distractor.
distractor and keep her in there.
All right, I just run. I'm going to run past Arturo going straight, and I'm just going to run into the room and play a game of tag. Like, try to distract her to come after me, and then I'm just going to keep running in circles in the room.
Wonderful. I'm going to have you do an act under pressure.
So that way earlier in the game when I did the holds, I still have one. Can I still use it? Or is it? I don't know how long those last.
Because you get a hold for following your gut instinct.
It was for the what could go wrong. It's for something different.
Okay.
It's when I charged into that one room where the
yeah.
Do I still have it?
Yeah, I'll say you still have that.
Okay, I'm going to use my last hold to take +2 forward on an act under pressure roll.
Wonderful. Go ahead and do that. Hell yeah. So that's going to be a 9. It's still a partial success.
Yeah.
So you can charge past her. She is going to get a swipe at you. So it'll do some harm, but she's not going to be able to like grab hold of you. And you are not going to be able to hit her as you go past.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Wonderful. You can go ahead and run on into the room.
How far?
Like to the bottom of the stairs, I'd say. Perfect.
And 1 harm?
Yep, 1 harm.
Cool.
As she kind of swipes at you, she's gonna kind of notice you guys moving in. Carter kind of moves up and says, "We're keeping her in there, right?"
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. And as he's saying that, Arturo, you will see, and then like move you back a space so that you actually see it. Some of these flesh crafted things moving in from the hallway towards you.
Okay, I do see them coming in.
Yep. You see them coming in, and Carter and Terrence see them. Terrence kind of moves in.
Yep.
Say,
I'll
focus on this.
Carter, yep. As Carter was heading in there, I'll say, Carter, help Terrence.
Carter goes, absolutely, I got you. We'll keep them away. And they start opening fire and shooting towards these creatures, which there seem to be a good number of them. You also start seeing some other flesh craftings that seem to be using other parts of the body. So there are like some that are just individual hands, some that are these misshapen like feet, leg things, just kind of making their way along. There's one that seems to be just a collection of hips from people, kind of making a almost. See, if I say a centipede, then people are going to think the movie, and that's not what it is. But it's like pairs of legs, like connected across from each other, and then connected at the hip going down. So that it. Here, I'll just make everybody's night worse, and just I'll draw. You have someone's leg like this, and then someone else's legs like this, and then someone else's legs like this, and a leg like this,
Good
and
meat
they're all
soup.
like connected in a line going this way.
Where are you drawing this?
It's
On the board.
on the board up over here.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yep. So it's just a bunch of sets of legs, like back to back almost, with like a torso going along the length of it, just kind of rattling down towards you, or towards Terrence and Carter, who kind of square up and start firing at them. It's gross. It's a bunch of flesh legs and flesh monsters. And so we're gonna wrap that back around to Angel as she kind of clambers down after all of you.
Well, first I'll stand up.
Wonderful.
And I'm gonna try to stab her again.
Wonderful. Go ahead and roll kick
There's
some
no
ass.
hesitation. I'm just gonna hit her again.
Yeah, do it. You do that thing. Yeah, you stab into her, and she is unhappy about it, but she kind of grabs and tries again to bite into you without success. She says, "Why is your flesh so wrong?" She, is trying to manipulate and grab at you, and you keep kind of diving out of the way and bring her another jab up into her ribs. Vesper.
Vesper is going to take aim at her and try and kick some more ass. She's gonna try and aim at her head.
Okay.
But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shoot at her again, and it, you see the bullets hit hard. You're not able to hit the head, but you are able to get
her.
a few good grazes in. You see her kind of, blood shooting out from the wounds. And her body starts kind of like rippling in places. You see the blood that does come out kind of starts, it's not moving like normal blood. It's not just like running down her arms. It starts to move kind of like tendrils, trying to like make stitches into her flesh as she's being shot. But yeah, it hits, and it hits hard. She is not happy. She starts to kind of make her way towards you, but with everyone else, she's not able to hit back. Benny.
I'm going to keep running in a circle.
Wonderful. You kind of run up over towards the other side there. From where you're standing, you can see this pipe kind of up in the ceiling, and you see some of those flesh creatures trying to make their way in, but they don't seem to have a way through the pipes necessarily. So they're trying
now,
and they seem to be trying to get to the grate on the end of it and break it off. All right, Arturo, you're still doing your thing.
Yep.
So we'll go back to Angel.
I'm gonna hit her again.
Wonderful. Keep on keeping on.
My shtick.
Oh,
13.
wonderful. You are able to drive your spear in, or your trident in, rather. And you get it through one of her arm legs coming off from her body. piercing all the way through. You feel the bone break under the strike, and she screams out as you've stabbed her, and she kind of stumbles a bit, and you get an additional effect to choose from your 10 plus. So you gain the advantage to take +1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, increase by +1. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I will do extra harm.
Wonderful. Yep. So I think that's 3 harm total?
3. It's my trident starts at 3.
Right. So it'd be 4.
So I do 4.
Wonderful. Yeah, she
I hit
seems she
Angel's
seems
bad.
real hurt by that one. Yeah, Angel's had to deal with Benny and Vesper all day in a tight underground space, and now she has a way to actually get some of that
get out that
anger
rage,
out.
girl.
Yep. So you kind of hit against her, and she stumbles a little bit and starts moving this way towards Benny. Vesper, it is your turn.
I'm going to. Is she like moving towards Benny to like attack him?
Yeah, she's kind of
Would this
like
be an
trying to
option
get away
that
from
I
Angel. And...
could protect Benny?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll to protect Benny. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So go ahead and choose one of the extras there.
I want to inflict harm on them. I'm gonna yell and be like, "Hey, you big ugly!"
Yep, and just
And shoot her in the
unload.
head when she
just
or like try to shoot her. Yeah.
She's kind of facing away from
Just
you,
kind
but
of
you
keep
see
her
the
volleying
bullets
back
like
and forth between all of us, so she can't hit anybody.
she definitely has trained her attention towards you now. But as she's kind of like
back towards
as she's kind of like moving away from you, Benny, would you like to do anything as she kind of turns
can I
back
hit-
to...
Yeah, I'll hit her with the rusty thing I have.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and hit her with the rusty lever.
Oof.
Go ahead and
can
mark
I
an
luck
experience. Yeah, you can luck it. Which means it counts as
Wait,
a
hold on.
12.
Hold on, before I luck it, if I luck it, do I still get the experience?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm taking the experience and I level up.
Wonderful. You try to move in and hit her as she's turning away. She sees you kind of running up, and she's able to strike against your hand, knocking the rusty lever out, and then she gets up on top of you, knocking you towards the ground, and strikes down towards your neck, missing and hitting your shoulder instead, but you suffer 2 harm, which ignores armor. As her giant mandible things strike
that's why he was
into
able
you.
to hit me earlier.
Yeah. Every now and then. She gets a good bite in. Wonderful.
Not really. Can I ignore it?
Yeah, now you have more armor, which is wonderful. Well, not even armor. Anyway, Angel, you see her now having grappled and gotten atop Benny behind the pillar here.
Right up on her again, and I'm hitting her again.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna kick some ass.
You could also roll protect someone if you prefer. Never mind.
It's a partial success. Whatever I do,
Yeah.
Benny's on the ground. It's not like I can get to him. I'm just gonna feel. I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's the same
You
effect right now.
stab into her. She gives a scream, turns, and kind of kicks at you, trying to get you away. You kind of dodge away and get another stab in. On our front here, down in the bottom, these things are numerous. There's more than just these three trying to make their way as their mother is being attacked.
Question real quick.
Yes.
Cause you said she's on top of me, right?
Yeah, she's kind of like pinning you down with her front legs.
Does this count as her capturing me?
I would say, in a sense, yes. If you have something to
Cool.
mark experience with that,
I do.
go ahead and mark it.
Thank you.
Yep. Wonderful. Carter
I
and
love the
Terrence.
idea that the mundane gets XP from getting captured.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
And,
mundane gets a lot
you-
for being in trouble.
Can I tell everyone over the table what I got for my level up?
Yeah, absolutely.
If it helps them. Okay, yeah, I took always the victim. So now if you guys use protect someone on me, you also get to mark experience. So
Oh,
use
cool.
that as to your will.
Okay. With that knowledge, Angel, since your role would be the same, you can roll to protect someone trying to get her attention away. It means that you would do less harm towards her, because you wouldn't be doing harm, you'd be getting her attention, trying to pull her off Benny, and putting yourself at risk, more or less. So, if you would like to do that instead, you are welcome to. You will be able to mark experience, but the harm that you would have inflicted would be taken away from that last roll.
Yeah, I probably would have protected someone.
Cool. Go ahead and mark the experience for it. So, back down here, Arturo, you're working, scribing into the wall. You hear your friends fighting, and you hear Benny taking this horrible hit, and you see these flesh monsters making their way closer and closer towards you, and then you look up and you go, "Okay, it's done," and you run into the room, firing an arrow directly into the center, and you all see this wave of energy just kind of expand out like a bubble around the room and then dissipate. Carter kind of following in behind
Yeah, I would holler
you.
at those two jump in too. Yeah.
And as they're going,
Sure,
you
I'm not
see
able to, but-
Terrence doesn't really have the space to be able to jump across. And he says, "You guys get her. We'll reconvene." And he kind of moves down this way, taking a good number of them to follow after him.
Well, he's not my friend. I don't give a shit, but I am a little worried about him over the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over
He,
table talk, I will be very upset if we lose him, but you know, Angel don't give a shit.
Yeah. He's distracting some. You see another couple that are running up, and they just lunge towards Carter, but hit the open doorway and just, and you all see a ripple effect through the air. You've successfully sealed her
Nice.
in and flesh monsters out.
Fuck yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
So Carter just kind of laughs a little bit, lifts his revolver towards this thing that's like on the ground trying to get in, and just, well, guess it's time to fuck her up, huh?
Arturo will
Let's
have like a
go.
Yeah,
smoke.
now we're now we're starting to fuck her up.
You do see that as you guys have been fighting her, again, her blood has been knitting her wounds shut, like turning into sharp needles and stitches and pulling them shut over and over again, trying to heal the damage that you're doing. She looks worse for wear, but she's taken a lot, and it looks like she could take a lot more too. Arturo,
I can hit her a
if you
lot
would
more.
like to go ahead and take a turn in
Fuck
the
yeah, dude! I'm
combat.
gonna try and shoot at her with one of these magic rust arrows.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll your use magic / kick some ass roll. let's go. Go ahead and choose an extra effect.
Let's see the extra. Oh, I see. Choose one extra effect. Let's do. Are they still? Is the monster still on top of Benny?
Kind of, yeah. It's like, it's no longer like grabbing hold of him and like pinning him down. She's more so turned towards Angel.
Okay. Speaking of pinning down, a question about the you force them where you want them. Is that just like temporarily, or they're held there?
Temporarily. Like you were able to, like, if you try to like shove them back or something like that, is the way that it's intended.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to shoot the arrow, and then I'm going to um, give +1 forward to Angel.
Wonderful. Yeah, your arrow goes in. It would be, I assume, the missile base effect.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Cool. I will say that it is a +1 harm effect rather than the fire one. So it's
Sure,
doing
yeah.
a total of 2. Because it's just rusty arrows. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say that it falls under the entropy because rust is a aspect of entropy.
Fair enough. I like that.
So there you go. It'll do the similar to the entropy arrow as it just slams into her. You see her blood flee from the wound rather than it trying to stitch back together as it's been doing. It hits and her blood looks like almost like the symbiote is the best way to describe it from like Spider-Man, like Venom style. It's moving away from this and like burning when it tries to touch the arrow, and you hear her scream in pain.
Okay. That's what I was hoping you'd say, Morvi. I'm going to yell out to the party, use the rust.
Absolutely.
And then I've done too much this turn, but next turn I'm going to throw that. Oh, no, I dissolved my lever. Never mind.
I'm going to say you still have part of the lever. Vesper also has a lever, and Benny has a lever. Well, Benny had a lever. It got knocked down when he got taken. Angel,
grab it.
you do see the lever on the ground. You've noticed that even your attacks, it's been knitting all of her wounds back together. But you see that lever on the ground, and it's within reach.
I'm 100% grabbing it.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me a kick some ass roll.
Can I put any? I can't put any of my like smite into this to help me out, right? To make it more powerful. Because smite's hand in hand.
Let me check real quick. Let me see how it is worded. Let me just take a look at the chosen real quick. Is it just sending that?
Nope,
in chat?
smite's a divine.
You're so right. My brain just said it's totally this one. All right.
No, it's one of my base ones.
I know. I just forgot what you were for a second. It's fine. Okay. All right. So I am mistaken a little bit, and this is in your benefit, because I have forgotten that your divine weapon always counts as a weakness.
It does.
I just knew it was good. I forgot that it was that good. Your unarmed attacks are 2 harm, intimate, hand, messy, which is insane. Yeah, so
Angel really didn't hit anything.
You do not need to grab the lever. Your trident would also be having the same effect against her. It's real painful, and she real don't like it, and she's really a lot worse off than I had originally thought. She is still alive though. But yeah, you're fucking
Angel's
her
so
up.
much cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally just the paladin. Like your thing is hit hard just a lot. Wonderful.
This is why I don't talk to anybody. I don't do anything else but hit.
And you know what? It's time for the hit. So go ahead and roll that hit.
I'm hitting with the trident. I will leave the other thing for Betty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, gonna kick some ass. That's an 8.
That is an 8. So yeah, you stab into her again, and she is getting fed up with you. She moves over, and she is now trying to just envelop you with it. She is trying to rush on top of you. She is trying to make it so that you will not be a problem anymore. And I need you to roll tough. Or
I could roll
cool.
fucking tough.
Tough
Oh, roll
to
tough.
fight against her. Cool to try to get out of the way.
Yes. Oh, tough to fight her.
Cool. Yeah.
10.
God damn. Yeah. She tries to like tackle you over, and you are able to just move out of the way and kick her against the head. It's, you know, it doesn't hurt her any extra, but you fucking sent a message. And she just kind of gets knocked back a little bit, a bit disoriented. She's right in front of you,
Don't
Benny.
fuck with me.
And your lever's right in reach.
Stab her.
Is it my turn?
It
Can I
is
grab
your
it?
turn. I'm going to let you
Can I
go.
stab
Yep.
her?
Go ahead and kick some ass, Benny. Benny, you see her dazed and confused. You see her trying to regain, and you are still kind of on the ground, lower below her. You see the lever, and you lunge, grab the lever, and plunge it up through. As she turns towards you, you impale directly under her jaw, and you see the lever stick out from the top of her head, and she just drops to the ground.
Benny!
And I'm petrified.
Uh-huh.
Let's go, Benny.
Can I stab her again for good measure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. I 100%
Double tap.
double tap that shit.
Double tap.
You all watch as this body kind of twitches a little bit, and then you see the blood that's draining out of her just pools down through the central hole here and is gone, and her body just starts to twitch a little more. She flops onto her back, and her legs curl up like a spider. Her hands looking like severe arthritis hands, all the fingers tensing and closing.
I'm gonna holler
She
at Benny.
stops.
Benny, grab some of that blood. Do you have something in your fanny pack?
You know I have something in my fanny pack.
I do. Yeah.
Benny,
You
you
have, like,
try
a Sonic
to
cup in there?
you try to grab at the blood, and it moves out of the way from you and escapes down the hole.
What?
You
Don't
also-
like that.
You also see these flesh creatures that were up here. All of them seem to just kind of flop over and go limp, and the skin sags. You see their bodies start to kind of break and crumble a little. Not like dry, but imagine all of the integrity of the bones just kind of breaking down. And they all go limp. Congratulations, team. You have hunted a monster of the week. You all find yourselves sitting there. Carter just kind of out of
Oh,
breath.
my bad.
Hearing the drips and the sounds of these monsters' slow bodies just kind of breaking. Carter goes, "Can we get out of the fucking sewer now?" And that's where we're going to pause it. So, thank you, everyone. Congratulations, team. You have finished chapter 1 of the lovely campaign.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. You've successfully defeated your big bad in the sewers. So, at the end of each session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Hell yeah.
Yes. The current mystery, yes. The
What can we
ongoing, no.
We solved
Did
a
we save
minor
someone
problem.
from certain death or worse?
Which time?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yep.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benny has a capacity for great violence, I've learned.
I'm
Depends
going to
on the
say, for
This
that
is
last
fajitas.
one,
I think we
No.
need fajitas all the time.
however, for the other 3, everyone go ahead and mark 2 experience.
Yay! I am leveled up.
Hell yeah.
2 more, and I get another level.
On
Because
top of
I-
that,
Protect
for
me all the time.
defeating the monster and completing this section, I am giving you all 1 bonus experience. Yay! Because I want it to feel a little more special than just being able to say yes to one more thing at the end.
It does.
And,
Thanks for that.
Yeah, you know, you guys
That's so
did
cool.
incredibly. I'm very, very proud of all of you. And I would like to say thank you to everyone who was hanging out in the audience. I know we didn't have too much chatter in the chat,
I was
other
just
than
catching Pokemon.
Scooter catching Pokemon, which I kept seeing pop up and going, oh, that's just a Pokemon. Oh, that's just a Pokemon.
Were you really?
It's just, yeah, he caught, okay, real quick.
I think
Scooter's
4.
catch count is a Roly-Coly, a Drifloon, the Pidgeot escaped, he caught a Gotharita, Ponyta
Carbine.
escaped, Applin escaped, yeah, you tried so hard for that Applin too. You caught the Carnivine. Yeah, so it was very funny just every now and then seeing Scooter catching something. But yes, thank you everyone who hung out. Thank you to the combined 13 viewers who are hanging out with us. You guys all rock.
Woo!
I hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back in 2 weeks' time. Going on with the chapter 2, which there will be a little bit of a time skip. Not a big one, just a little one. But I'm very excited to continue this lovely story with all of you. And we will see you all next time. Real quick, we're going to go through Bowborn. Where can they find you?
Hello, I stream Monday through Thursday. You can either find me at twitch.tv/Bowborn or just bowborn.com, and that will give you everything you need to know.
Wonderful. Next on the list, Scooter. Where can they find you?
Find me at Excite Scooter on Twitch. My link tree is there for all my other socials. Stream mostly during the week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday mostly, and I do have a Pokemon Soul link starting up this Thursday. So
You
support that. I do. Gonna be doing them every Thursday. So
Hell yeah.
Excited.
Who are you playing with?
Opal.
Oh hell yeah. That's gonna be incredible.
I'm so fucking excited.
I literally spent hours getting it set up last night because I couldn't
Hell
remember
yeah.
how to do
What
shit for him.
are you doing it through Archipelago?
No. I
Okay.
eventually want to do an archipelago thing, so
Well, the reason I
Not mine.
ask is because Milady and I are planning a Archipelago Pokemon randomizer because they set that up, and we were watching Point Crow, I believe, playing
Yeah,
through
one
that
girl.
Went Crow and Failboat, yeah.
and failed
I
out,
love
which was very,
Pokemon and
which was
I
very
lost,
fun.
and I've been
I
texting
will-
him about it.
Yeah. So I got
So-
a Soul come out. I already have Archipelago downloaded, and I have a
We'll-
lot of stuff
we'll-
ready to go for it. But
We'll talk about it. We'll maybe be putting something like that together. That should be real fun. There's a Squawkabilly, and while that Squawkabilly goes, Q,
Let me catch it.
Hey yo.
where can we find you?
My name's Wards Q. You can find me on Twitch. New stream schedule. New stream schedule is on Tuesdays from 10 p.m. to 7 p.m. Or from 10 p.m. EST. And also on Sundays from 10 p.m. EST, and then every 2 weeks here. But all my socials and everything are linked on my Twitch as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. And lastly, MotW,
Usually
where can they
4-hour
find you?
streams.
I don't stream, so you can find me here.
At MotW.
Yeah, I'm a mod here. One of these days it'll be a surprise and I'll be like, I have a stream, but that won't be for a while. So
Yep,
right now you can
that's
just
gonna
catch me
be
here.
A long ways from now. Well, thank you to each of you. Always a blast to have you guys here. I'm very excited. We're gonna go ahead and call the stream here. Hey, I caught the Squawkabilly and Scooter didn't. That's the highlight of the stream, everybody.
All right, Squawkabilly sucks anyway.
Bye.
All right, have a wonderful night, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
See ya.